Hey guys, we are live. I'll wait for people to filter in. Let me set up this. Yeah, so we will have Sheldon on at 1 p.m. He did contact me on Discord, which I appreciate. And he's going to be running a little bit late. He has something important to do, let's say. So, yeah, we do have a lot of stuff to cover, and then let's just hope that Sheldon will join us at 1. We'll check the Discord when it gets closer to that time. So, yeah, let's look. I'm trying to... Oh, I'm still on Discord. There we go. Okay. There we go. So... Hey, thanks, Alex. So yeah, we do have a lot to cover. I'm Central Time. Show prep. I don't know if I should keep this open. Probably, probably not. Yes. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to have the Discord open here, and whenever Sheldon wants to call in, he can call in. But we do have some pretty interesting stuff. So we have Spineless Ben. Yeah, no problem, guys. So around 1 o'clock, so an hour from now, if you guys want to tune out, if you guys are only in here for Sheldon, you can tune out and come back in an hour, and we should have Sheldon, the interview, in an hour. But we do have 2 topics to go over, or at least 2 topics to go over. We have... this individual, he is now making YouTube videos, and now he's talking about the snitch. So, who is this individual? Do you guys recognize him? Do you guys recognize him? All I can say about Sheldon is he has a meeting at noon with a attorney, and that's all I'm going to say. So I'll leave it at that. He's got an important meeting to go to. But today, so basically we're going to make content. So which the content we would have done anyway. And then we do have the question. So if you guys have any questions, you can hear. But this is our good friend, Ristic Siphon, Ben on a date. He does not want to be called Spineless Ben anymore. He's sick of the name. So he wants to change his name. He wants to present his side of the story, his interaction, and things of that nature. So this is the Ben on a date. We call him Spineless Ben, but he wants to rebrand himself. So here is the video. And then most importantly, there is a standing decorum order. So this is Tony Graff. The way that I would look at this to not get confused is there are 3 different judges, and each of these judges have a different name. So I would call this like the Tony Graff, and then you're like, oh, that's the civil lawsuit, right? Yeah, so this is a standing decorum order, which means they believe that they're going to meet in person, or at least via Zoom, right? So, pursuant to the authority, so this is brand new. This came down, I think, today or yesterday night. They update, in Utah, they update yesterday night. Oh, yeah, it came down today. So, it came down maybe an hour ago. And this is signed. So, this is the signature that everyone's looking for, right? This is the modification of the TRO. This is the clarification. Oh, actually, Sheldon is calling in right now. Okay, okay, I didn't expect Sheldon to call in right now. Oh, okay. Let me exit out of this and let me call him. Hey, Sheldon. Oh, Sheldon's typing. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Okay, no problem. Call in when you are ready. No rush. Okay, so Sheldon called the wrong lawyer, I guess. Sheldon was trying to call us. It looks like Sheldon mistakenly called us for everyone. I don't know. I thought maybe he got the time confused or something like that. But okay. Anyway, let's go back to the topic at hand. That was so like I have Discord on my phone now, so that's kind of weird. I think I need Discord on my app. Hold on a second. Yeah, I think Alex was teasing me that yes, I could download Discord this way. Right? That makes sense. Yeah, maybe that was a North Korean hacker got into Sheldon's phone and things of that nature. Okay, we'll keep this open here. I don't think it's going to make beep, beep, beep sounds, right? And then this Discord, is that here? Oh, it is. Okay. So I can probably exit out of this. Yes. And then it'll update me. Okay, so then the phone call will come here, I think. But yeah, that was actually Sheldon. I think he mistakenly called the wrong person. But anyway, yes. This is the signal that this is the elusive signature that everyone is after, right? Which is Tony Graf. So this is what his signature looks like. Unless you see this signature and then this court stamp, it means it's not official. And people are speculating on what this means, right? Like, why would you issue? So if you're a non-lawyer, you may not know what this means. So this is a standing decorum order. That means this is the rules of, again, I'll just read it to you. Protect the party's right to fair and impartial proceedings. Shout outs to Pingyang. Yes, thank you for the $1.99. Yeah. Yeah, that was weird. Yeah, I thought maybe he had confused the time because I don't know what time zone he's in. But yeah, shout out to the North Korean hacker. You know. But yeah, like I said, he has more important things to do right now. So, I'm always going to be on my guest's side. It's always nice to have a guest. But thank you, Billy. Shout out to Refresh Toys in Ohio. Be cool. Yeah, Billy should make some videos. Like what videos I like to watch, because I'm like looking at real retail commercial space now too, is looking at like retail commercial space and telling me like, hey, this is good, this is bad. I like those videos, even if it's not like toy related. So the purpose of this order, which was filed today. So this order, oh wow, Corgis and Boba. Wow, thank you, Corgis and Boba. I think that is probably the most gifted memberships. I think we received 20 before, but 20 is like the most we've ever received. Thank you so much. That is a lot. That is a lot, Corgis and Boba. We appreciate every single one of them. Congrats on everyone who is got a gifted membership. Corgis and Boba have been with us since the very beginning. That was almost like 10% of our whole audience just got a gifted membership. That's crazy. That's crazy. And Corgi's done this before. Yeah, I think I'm trying to remember who donated 20. It probably was Corgi again. So, like, wow, that's crazy. Yeah, we have like 200 right now live. And Corgi just donated 10%. So, as long as you were like not a bot, you could receive a membership, right? And maybe click an extra button, but yeah, holy moly. That is crazy. Thank you again, Corgi. But yeah, so remember, you have a situation where the timeline really doesn't make any sense because the lawyers only jumped in on this, like, late. Had the lawyers jumped in on this, 300 live, that's good. Had the lawyers jumped in, this was my first 20. Well, thank you so much, Corgi. Had the lawyers jumped in on this since June 2nd, so the TRO has been in effect since June 2nd. They were supposed to have a meeting with the judge June 22nd, but that got moved to June 30th. So, like, the question really is, like, does it even matter? So, June 30th is on Tuesday. So, today is Friday, So if you have a modification to TRO today, then Reckless Ben gets the weekend. He gets, and I don't think the judge is going to approve. So this is the clarification, which I know. So the clarification, in my opinion, so that's the document they filed. This is the other document here. Where is it? Yeah, so this is the motion for modification. This is motion and notice moot. Oh, wow. Okay, I didn't see this. Things are changing so fast that it is crazy. Okay, so this is the... wow. Okay, so they've called it moot. So on 5/27, plaintiffs filed a verified complaint in an ex parte motion for a TRO. The courts granted the motion the next day. And it was amended, so the motion was amended June 9th. June 11th, Belmont purportedly filed his motion to intervene for a limited... oh, these are the interventions. So, okay, I understand. So the motion... so these interventions are now moot. Belmont is the AI guy. Belmont is either AI guy or he's the attorney. I think the attorney is not Belmont, though, for Crystal Law. I think that's another attorney. So the AI guy's motion is now moot because it doesn't matter because Ben has filed a similar motion. So Belmont, the AI guy, whatever he was trying to do, he did contact me very early on. He wanted me to cover it. I think he contacted probably like every content creator. Some people covered them. We didn't really cover him. My concern was the AI part, and my concern was he's not a lawyer. So I had two concerns. One concern was the AI was kind of, I don't know what AI's place in the court system is, but I wouldn't necessarily. So this is coming from the lawyers for Denton. This is coming from BAM's lawyers, and they basically said, hey, your AI stuff is useless, blah, 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 it's moot. One thing I didn't really enjoy about the AI motion was it was really long. Like, it was much longer than it had. Like, if you want to know if something's AI or not, like, if you can say something like, I pet the dog, that sounds normal, that's something that you would say in conversation, but the AI would be like, I rubbed the dog on his shoulder, and it's too long, right? It's too long. So this is the intervention. This is the intervention from the AI company, and then Crystal Law also filed an intervention. We'll probably see that. Yeah, AI has a lot of filter. It's just kind of like spam, like, it's not very like concise, right? So in law school they teach you how to be concise. Okay, preliminary injunction. Okay, so this is the joint. So this is what I'm looking for. Okay, so interesting enough, also sometime the AI motion got. And I think it's kind of like you're wasting everyone's time. Like, I'm going to straight say this. You're wasting people's time with the AI. You're not a lawyer, so like, how can I say this in a nice way? Because obviously, we want interventioners and so on. We want the Russells on Bailey to intervene, and the judge just froze them out because they're like, "Who the hell are you? What do where are you? Like, you're not." But oh, thank you for the $2, Fugly Bugger 2000, and cute kid. Look in the picture. Maybe you have an update. Looks like it's probably under 1 year old. I just don't know. Like would you want like 1,000 people to all submit AI interventions? No. The crazy part here is like right now it's okay if one person submits it, but like what if like 1,000 people just submit like a bunch of AI garbage to the court? That's not, you're like, oh, that's great. No, that's not great because it's not actually helpful to Reckless Ben either, right? The court is literally just submerged, and his lawyers have to read the stuff too, and which means their billable hours and so on. You're just kind of submerging the judge and the court system in like unnecessary. So like this AI company has actually like had multiple multiple responses, multiple filings, and so like especially in a TRO. So in this exact system, I'm one of the only people who didn't cover the AI intervention or motion. I like BBQ Counter's take on it, where he just doesn't treat it as AI, but I can't do that. And I'm just gonna say it, like, if there's a TRO out there, and Reckless Ben does respond to it, yeah, there was no purpose of the original intervention. Now, if Reckless Ben never had a lawyer, okay, makes more sense. But at this point, it's just moot, right? No, but it doesn't just cost BAM more money. In that scenario, you're assuming Bricks and Minifigs lawyers are the only one looking at it. That's not true. It's malpractice if something's submitted in a docket and both lawyers don't look at it. So Ben's lawyers have to look at it as well. It would be malpractice for Ben's lawyers to be like, oh, well, that's just AI. I don't want to look at it, right? No, they have to look at it as well. So, yes, it does bleed. It bleeds, the court. So Tony Graff, right, who is also doing Charlie Kirk case, now needs to spend his time responding, and his clerk has to respond, and then there's another response, and he's got to read it. So, like, the judge has to read all of it. That takes time. Then these lawyers have to read it. And these lawyers have to read it, right? Yes, in law school, they use AI tools, correct. They do it. Even in the best law schools in America. I can confirm that. There's a person that we interact with, and he goes to one of the best law schools in America, and he is always using AI tools. I can tell you that. But yeah, but the guy who did this, so that part is a little scary, because you can have a bunch of Leah Volek, right? Like, killing trees, thousands of pages of, like, just blah, 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 right? It wouldn't surprise me if Leah Volek, who is, like, a new lawyer, so he's a lawyer for Snark, H-Free Snark, if you remember those cases. Long time ago, I know. She would, like, send these things that were, like, 700 pages long. So it's like, oh, this lawyer who didn't go to law school clearly is using AI to submit the paperwork. So that's bad, but that has like a limit. So the limit to that is the state bar can be like, hey, Leah, what's going on here? We need to talk. Leah, are you using AI? So there's some type of punishment. If you are a lawyer and you're using AI, you can get punished pretty hardly. Your law license can be taken away. But if you are a non-lawyer, what can they take away from you? You're not a lawyer. That's my concern. So I don't want to be like, oh, lawyers are awesome, because they're not. Okay. They're not, especially on YouTube. Oh, no, hey, we're going to gatekeep. Oh, the term I'm using is gatekeep. I'm not trying to gatekeep. I'm just saying, like, if a lawyer uses AI to spam out a bunch of, like, stuff. Oh, Fugly Bugger 2000, thank you for the $5. Hawk Tua Boy and Chief Paul made the Brady list over this. Others too, yes. So there's, even the police, there's something like you can like report them to, right? But if you are a non-lawyer and you own an AI company and the judge is like, oh, this is really gross, who's the judge going to report you to? If you are a lawyer and you're using extensive amounts of AI to bloat the page count and kill trees, you could get your law license taken away, or the judge will speak to you and say, hey, don't stop doing this. This is the warning. And the same with the police officer, right? Like, you can make the Brady list. Like, there are specific punishments, right, for specific people in specific roles. But so the role of non-lawyer who owns AI legal company has not been defined. Like, okay, so if you are a non-lawyer and you own an AI, yeah, I think he did it for PR, right? that's fine. I mean, unless there's a loophole, because what's going to happen is he could submit and just a press of a button, doop, and the AI does all the work. He could literally submit an intervention for very little. I think it's like $25, $40, $50 a file for every single case in America today. That's the power of AI, right? So if you've ever used AI, it can make you a blog, right? Very, very close, right? Yeah, so like, this doesn't help anyone, guys. Like, it doesn't help the judge. It doesn't help this side. It doesn't help. Can AI trigger anti-slap laws? So anti-slap is against, like, freedom of speech. So, in fact, like, it wouldn't be anti-slap. So right now, there's no law that prevents AI from engaging in the court system. Now, some judges hate it, but it wouldn't be anti-slap, because anti-slap would only apply if for defamation, copyright lawsuits. So this is defamation, but in terms of like, hey, you are reducing freedom of speech. So this interventioner is actually asking for more freedom of speech. He's against the TRO. Anyway, that's enough about the interventioner. We saw this yesterday. There's a posted yesterday, and they said, hey, well, they said what reckless Ben. The judge is not going to eat this. The judge is not going to eat this anyway. The 22nd, no. So the TRO is still active today. It only expires after you meet the judge. And you tell them, hey, judge, this is what I want. So they have not met the judge. They were supposed to meet the judge on the 22nd. They did not. It got pushed back. So when that meeting got pushed back from the 22nd to the 30th, which is next Tuesday, the timeline got shifted and the TRO shifted as well, right? So I'm pretty sure, I am almost certain that the person who wrote this is the Bricks and Minifigs lawyer. No, because it's not 14 days. It's until the judge either modifies it, which is what they're still trying to do. I think this was from yesterday, or they meet with the judge, which would be Tuesday. So if the meeting with the judge gets pushed back, God forbid, a month from now, the TRO would still stand. It would still stand. So, like, this is something that, like, can be abused. Clearly, you know, this is, like, some type of tactics. And, yeah, shout out to Alex and the sticker pack. So, we do have a sticker pack. If you guys want to support the channel, we do get, we have one sponsor. And it is Alex with the sticker pack. So, that is the smallbeanservices.com sticker pack. You can put it on your computer. You can... Yeah, so Ben has been violating the TR. Yes, that is correct, Jimmy. There's no question. Nobody has a question. Is the TRO still active? The answer is yes, because they're trying to modify it. If the TRO was, let's just like use like LSAT law, like use like law school logic. If the TRO was not active, then why are two different? Actually, Brian Menzel has. He's in this too. Why are three different parties trying to modify something that is not active? Yes, the best stickers. Yes, Jules is cool. The best stickers, right? So this kind of like, let's use common sense. If the TRO expired on the 14th of June or the 22nd of June, then why on the 24th of June do they want to modify something that's already expired? Right? It would seem like a moot point. And why on the 25th of June they're trying to clarify what the modification is. It's because clearly the TRO has not expired, and clearly the TRO is active today, right? I don't think we sell window decals, but maybe we will in the future. I don't know. That's a question for Alex. Alex, I don't know the answer to that. So, like, again, we can just use logic to answer some of these basic questions. We don't even have to be lawyers. So, like, a lot of, like, what you do to, like take the test to go to law school is this logic I'm saying. It's very logical, right? So, like, is the TRO active or inactive? Well, if it was inactive, why are people trying to modify it on the 24th? And on the 25th, they're actually clarifying the modification, right? So why would they be wasting all this money and all this time and resources to do something that has already expired? Is not clearly, then the TRO must be active. There. That is law school basis 101. The same with the interventioner thing. Gregory Belmont. This is specifically the AI guy. The judge is just like, again, this is actually a plaintiff, so this is Bricks and Minifigs. He's just like, no, we don't need to do this anymore. That's Bricks and Minifigs 25th. And the reason that we don't need a non-lawyer interventioner to make these arguments for Reckless Ben, because Reckless Ben now has his lawyers, right? So if anyone wants to make an argument for Reckless Ben, it will be Reckless Ben's lawyers. You don't have to make the argument for him. He now has lawyers that are active, that are in the court dock. So again, a logical situation, right? So in the beginning, yes, Reckless Ben didn't have lawyers, or to our knowledge, or the court's knowledge. It would make sense for then somebody who, I guess in this case is non-lawyer, to then make the argument on Reckless Ben's case. But if Reckless Ben has lawyers, then this whole thing is kind of like whatever. And the typical situation, Reckless Ben would have lawyers in the beginning, and I don't know if this guy would still file or not file, but it is a interesting discussion topic, right? So I don't want to say don't do this. I will say, like, don't do this with AI. So I'm not saying a non-lawyer should not file this. I'm saying, like, I just don't. I think the ability to abuse AI in the legal system. So this judge is already super busy. The last thing he needs to look at is AI, right? This judge, we know he's 2 cases. 1, Reckless Ben. 2, Charlie Kirk's murder. The last thing that you need to fill his docket with is a bunch of AI he has to respond to. Judges are busy. Dockets are always full. People's time, even if you view this, he's draining Bricks and Minifigs money. But I can tell you this, like, in terms of settlement, the more money you spend, the harder it is to settle. That's why settlement normally happens in the beginning, not at the end. Because at the end, when you spend $1 million, you're just like, whatever, I'll just go to trial. So everyone's thinking, like, the way I think about this is, if I'm Reckless Ben, what is my best outcome? My best outcome, I believe, that Reckless Ben will differ from me, is I get dropped from the lawsuit as soon as possible. I spend as little money as I can on lawyers, and the lawsuit gets dropped as soon as possible. Well, that becomes harder. It becomes harder to settle with someone who spent so much money. So the argument, we're punishing BAM franchising, we're punishing BAM. I have been in the situation where at some point in time, you just spend so much money, it is really, really hard to settle. Oh, thanks, Shifty, for the GOAT trophy. It is really, really hard to settle. So, like, that's what I will say, right? That's what I will say. But here, standing decorum, so we'll finish this, and then we'll go to our good friend, Ben on a date, right? Yeah, the public doesn't want to see this settlement, but unless the public is willing to pay dollar for dollar Ben's legal fees, Ben's going to be on the hook for the money, right? And that's something I want to say. If you want to see them go all the way, donate to them. If you want to see them go all the way, they're going to need $1 million. They're going to need $1 million. I will say this. So Brian Menzel is like, okay. I think $500,000 is okay for what he needs to do. But Ben's going to need $500,000 or $1 million. Yes, Ben said he hopes they keep suing him for content. Correct. And Ben's in 3 different lawsuits. 2 of the police, 2 criminal, and 1... Like, this is a lot of lawsuits to be... So, okay, so it would be one situation if this was the only lawsuit Ben was part of, and he only had to deal with these guys. Okay? But there's 2 other active lawsuits, one in Provo and one in American Fork, both in Utah County. Right? Okay, let's say he gets $1 million. Okay, again, this is hypothetical. This is all hypothetical, right? Hey, Nicole, he's still in 3 different lawsuits. Right? Like, that is very time-consuming. That is a lot of meaning. Like, he still has 5 lawyers and 3 different lawsuits, right? This thing could take 4 years to finish up, right? So, again, a lot of, like, really interesting pieces that are moving together. Because it's not just one lawsuit. Like, if it was one lawsuit, I would say... And if it was only this, and it was a civil lawsuit, Ben could not go to jail, I would say, okay, fine. Go to trial, raise the money. But he's dealing with it's like a war on 3 different fronts, right? And 2 of the fronts are very different. Like, it's like a land war, and then like aerial war, and then like ocean war. Like, it's like, hey, like, we might have like a really strong like military, or like but how's our Navy doing? How's our Air Force doing? Like, dude, 3 lawsuits is insane, especially when 2 of them are criminal. Like, where you actually could go to jail, right? They were trying to put him in jail to begin with. I think, you know, again, until you've experienced it, it's really easy. And I can say this, I can raise my hand and say, like, I didn't really understand it until I got sued. I got sued by 2 doctors over what my best friend, who is also a doctor. I cannot describe what happened because I signed my NDA, which I didn't want to sign, but I was, pressured into signing it. And I can tell you, it's a lot different when you're getting sued, man. Yeah, the haunted house guy is suing him too. Like, so he has 4 lawsuits right now. And everyone's like, oh, go all the way. It's like, look, if this was his only lawsuit, I say, hey, do it. But yeah, I agree. Mentally, it is mentally exhausting. It is like, you know. Yeah, the haunted house guy wants to sue him too. I think he is suing him, actually. In fact, we covered that. I think there is a lawsuit. He is mentioned in the lawsuit. So he has, and I think that's a civil case. So he has 2 criminal, 2 civil. That's a lot of stress. Like, Ben might be reckless, but 4 lawsuits is not a joke for anybody, right? So even if Ben does not have a money issue, yeah, Russ McKinney, yeah. Even if Ben doesn't have a money issue, like the stress, the time, the mental anguish, don't think Ben doesn't feel that. Okay? I mean, if you are in 2 cases that literally you could end up in jail, even if you say it's not stressful, right? We were hearing from a reckless Ben that he can't even go back to his apartment. So his roommate is like, hey, these detectives are here again. Don't come back. We actually heard from Reckless Ben yesterday. So, like, people don't understand how stressful this thing is. Ben cannot even go to his apartment. Ben cannot even go to his apartment. There's a lawyer, according to Ben, there's a lawyer who's just not lawyer, officer, a Los Angeles officer, right? Who is just waiting for him. Like, I remember, like, we were watching the Brandon video yesterday, and Ben was saying, like, hey, my roommate called me the other day and saying, hey, you shouldn't come back here because there's a detective here or something. And I saw the detective outside in the home again. Right? Like, I'm playing, like, there's literally people trying to figure out where Ben is so they can serve him, arrest him, whatever. Like, and people are like, oh, hey, that sounds cool to me, right? No, that's not cool, man. It sucks. He literally can't even go back to his home because of these lawsuits and all this stuff. And, you know, like, again, being sued until you've actually, like, I'm a lawyer. I thought, like, oh, cool, I'll make some content and all this thing would be cool. And, the stream keeps skipping is me. Yeah, Captain, you don't need to be here, guy, dude. Like, if you don't want to be here, don't be here, dude. I don't understand. Like, why would you spend your precious time being here if you don't want to be here? Okay, anyway. Protect the party's right to fair and impartial proceedings. Protect against unfair prejudice against the parties. Ensure preservation of the court record. Ensure orderly and efficient management of court proceedings. Permit public access to court proceedings, which is important. And allow for electronic media. So we will actually know what they're talking about in this thing. I don't know if ABC4 will be reporting on this, right? I don't know if ABC4 will be reporting on this. Oh, thank you, Caesar. But they could be. So we actually could potentially see like a live stream on this that on Tuesday. So our team is going to research this. On Tuesday, we might be able to live react to a live stream, similar to Amber Heard versus Johnny Depp, right? Something like that, right? Because it looks like they're ready for a live stream. So the judge is saying, hey, these are the rules to my court. I don't want bags, face coverings, obviously no weapons, explosives. Here's the court seating. I would not be shocked at all because ABC4 already has permission to, so ABC4 doesn't have permission on the criminal. They only have permission on this case. Yeah, Court TV, yeah, basically Court TV, right? But on ABC4, probably on their online platform, I assume. So, so the only people who, you know, cannot is minors, a jury, right, or a prospective jury, right? You can't use AI, no audio or visual recording, transmission, artistic reproductions, including those altered or created by AI. They specifically talk about AI here, which I think is funny. That must be added. Exhibit a document that's not public record. Proceedings conducted in chambers. And here they go. So here they go. This is the vaulted stamp that everyone wants, right? So I'm going to say this. I don't know if I should say this, but, so I don't, so the BAM maps redhead, like, I guess, like, I have to say it because I have met the guy on LinkedIn. He seems like a smart guy. I like BAM maps. But I've been told by my mods not to go to BAM maps. For whatever, they still haven't explained it to me. Rose, so I don't know if you can reach out to Goosey or Alex or the mod team. I've been told not to use BAM maps. I did tell them that, and I actually did tell them, hey, I've spoken to you on LinkedIn. Everything looks legit there. But I've been told not to use BAM maps for whatever reason. And I will abide by my AI. Not my AI. I will abide by what my mods are telling me. Again, I never really got clarification on why not. I think BAM maps is okay. But, and I actually know I've talked to the guy on Discord, and I've talked to the guy on LinkedIn. I've even added him on LinkedIn as a friend. I don't know if it's an inaccuracy or why they wouldn't want me to show BAM maps, but for whatever reason, BJC is using BAM maps multiple times. Said it's incredible. Yes, it would be great if I could use BAM maps as well, you know, for content. But you know what? Yes, thank you, Red Hat Parrots. I know. Maybe you can ask too. I still don't know. But there must be a really good reason, and I trust them. I don't even need to know what the reason is, right? So I've been working with Alex since like 4 or 5 months now, and Goosey jumped in like right after. So, yeah, band maps is the thing. We've actually gone to band maps before, and they give her a shout out and stuff, right? So, yeah, so I just have to go with what my mods are telling me, and I don't even need, I still don't really know, but I trust them fully 100%. We wouldn't be here without them. So, it's, I thought I need to explain that, because otherwise I would just get comments, right? And I think I owe Rose that. Rose has been, for me, he's been very upfront, and, yeah, so I don't know. I don't know what the issue is. I don't know what the issue is. I promise you, if I knew what the issue was, I would probably tell you. Even if I wasn't supposed to tell you, I would probably accidentally tell you. Ooh, geez, my magic mouse needs help. All right, this is our good friend. If you recognize him, you may not recognize him. He has more hair now, but this is Ben on a Date, also known as Spineless Ben, which he doesn't like. He wants to rebrand himself. So we'll take a look at what he has to say. Yes, chat, you guys can use band maps. You guys can refresh. You guys can do all. But I don't know. I mean, I'm just. We still have other stuff to contact. If they approve of band maps again, yes. This is the Ben who. Okay, so let me. This is the Ben. Okay, this is the Ben. Wasn't this the dude who folded like a lawn chair when confronted by the police and gave them all the information they wanted about Ben? Know what's sick, not immediately telling on someone who trusted you. I seriously thought this was AI when I watched Ben's Patreon. Be safe and don't snitch on Ben anymore. Be like Sheldon. Yeah, be like Sheldon. Be like Sheldon, guys. Why does, isn't this the guy who snitched on Ben in the car in front of Josh Johnson's house? Yes. Now we will hear his part of the story, okay? Dateless Ben. He has many names, but he wants to clear the air and tell him exactly what happens, right?
This is the story time about my friends and I getting caught with a reckless Ben in Utah. And no, it's not even about the Lakers situation. So some places you only see once. He's met Ben before. He was actually in the whole Airbnb raid, which is actually crazy. It's like an hour probably from where I live.
Oh, holy moly. This music is like so loud. I can't even like, does the music go on for everything? Yeah, we'll try to keep an open mind.
3-minute car drive up the dirt road. It was so bumpy. It's like boom, boom, boom. Anyways, we get to the very top. We get out and we're like, whoa. Ben decides to hop first. We get to the base of the tower and we're
okay.
3-minute car drive up.
Wow, we cannot even put him on 1.25. He is talking like crazy. Dude, he is talking like crazy fast. Holy moly. And he's got like blaring music. Okay, let's go.
We drive up all together. It's me, him, along with 2 other boys. One of my friends, Noah, and then Jack. Funny thing about Jack, he's met Ben before. He was actually in the whole Airbnb raid, which is actually crazy. It's like an hour probably from where I live. We're just driving up, having a good old time up the dirt road. It's not a road that you can just like, speed your car up. So we go up the hill, just driving up, noticing cars here and there, It's probably like a 30-minute car drive up the dirt road. It was so bumpy. It's like boom, boom, boom. Anyways, we get to the very top. We get out and we're like, whoa. Ben decides to hop first. We get to the base of the tower and I'm like, whoa, big tower. Ben's like, oh, this is gonna be sick. Ben was kind of just worried about getting shocked and all the like wires going on, which makes sense. He's kind of checking things out.
What about this black wire right there? Is that radiation?
I think Ben starts first. And how the tower's laid out, so if you're like 50 feet up, you're just stopping, taking a break. Ben had his whole drone like bag on. I had my whole camera gear bag on, so
dude, this is the first time in history that we have to play back the speed like at like less than 1. This is the first time we can actually like use this speed playback to understand what he's saying.
It was definitely like, definitely a little bit heavier. So we were just taking our own little sweet time. I think it was either the second or third stop we get to. There was like a white truck coming up and we thought we saw like a decal on the side, which scared us to death. So we're like, get down, duck down. We duck down, it passes by. We just find out it was a junky old truck, nothing to worry about.
Yeah, it's got fucking mud flaps on it. I don't know what's about that sort. It's a GMC, so I don't think it's very...
Anyways, we go up, we get to the very top of the bin and eventually, and we're like, whoa, this is so sick. Ben's getting his drone shots. We're all just having a good old time.
Yeah, we are actually on 0.85 and it's still probably too fast for him. He's the only person that we actually had to slow down because I can't understand what he's saying. But yes, it looks like Reckless or whatever Ben he is, he actually was hired to do this type of stuff, right? Where Ben is climbing the, I guess this is a cell phone tower of some type, which may be illegal. I assume that there's barbed wire, and I don't know what the Utah, like, is he in Utah? Yeah, I think he's in Utah, because this guy just films people in Utah, right? So I do not know if this footage is public, but if this actually is footage of Reckless Ben committing crimes, you can almost be certain Utah's going to charge him on this. In fact, you know, I'm not, again, I don't want to sound like I'm against Reckless Ben, but I would be surprised if there is no law in Utah preventing people from climbing cell phone towers or whatever the tower this is, right? And now he's posting footage, which I don't think anyone else has, like, basically incriminate. So again, I have to look at Utah statute, because, like, we will obviously, like, we don't want people to climb these towers all the time, because, you know, and we don't want people filming to encourage people to climb these towers, right? Oh, it's a part of AT&T, so it's some type of Wi-Fi, you know, internet tower, right? Like, what if the Wi-Fi went down, right? People would be upset. And they are in Utah. Are they in Utah County, where 85% of the... So again, Reckless Ben is already in two different criminal lawsuits, or not lawsuits, criminal cases in Utah County. I would not upload this. Not at this time. And again, I know Dateless Ben is uploading, because he's like, oh, hey, me and Reckless Ben are cool. We're good friends. Right? But, like, I don't know. I just don't... Look, even if this is not illegal per se, which I think it might be under Utah statute, it's just not smart to do, right?
I feel like this would be a good place to announce that my
That'll be cool, dude.
I got my freedom of speech back.
Hey, I think that's Victor. Yeah, Ben is like, this picture here is like, I'm almost certain you're not supposed to do this. Like, again, maybe this is stuff that, like this stuff here is like, again, like, geez, like, Reckless Ben is already part of two criminal lawsuits. This is Utah. I'm positive this is Utah, right? These images are not, I mean, if there is a way for the Utah County Police, the American Fork Police, to get Reckless Ben for this, they will get Reckless Ben for this. And they probably had no idea, right? They probably had no idea, like, this was happening in Utah. Now, I guarantee you, it would be safer to do this in, like, California or somewhere else where there aren't already. But they might be like, oh, well, we're already in a criminal case against Reckless. Let's just add this on, right? So my main concern is this is in Utah, and based on how the Utah police have been acting and behaving, you don't need to give them much. Dude, you don't need to give him very much, right? For them to try to arrest you. Like, remember that thing? I wish, God, I forgot Ristic Siphon. Can you put that doc where you, like, show all the funny things happening? It does not take much for the American Fork Police Department to attempt to arrest you. I'll put it that way. It does not take very much at all.
Hey, Ben, let me get a Polaroid of you with that on. It's pretty cool.
Wait, we should do this one.
Wait, was this after he came back? What's the timeline on this? Guys, so he has a beard during a protest. Yes? Is this after the two criminal things he's doing this, or before? I don't know. If it's after, that's even worse, right? I hope this is before, right? I mean, before it's still bad, but like this is the beard he wore during the protest. So he went back to Utah for the protest, and I wonder if like he did this at the same time, right? So I don't know. This is weird.
There's our boy Ben right there.
Okay, so people are saying this is after the TRO. Yeah, so that would be... Yikes.
Dude, we're up there probably for like 30-45 minutes, and then all of a sudden we just see a lot of ATVs come up. Again, we didn't think anything of it. Quick interruption. If you want to see the full unedited kind of like raw footage of this climb that we're doing right now, it's up on my Patreon, link in bio.
Oh god, he's got a Patreon. He's got a Patreon. Okay, so I was thinking like, why would he do this, right? Like, he's literally filming them, not just Reckless Ben, all their friends, right? So, number one, in Utah statute, is this legal? Is this illegal? Like, maybe they need to consult a lawyer in Utah? No, I would imagine it's illegal, because I would imagine you don't want people climbing up cell phone or AT&T internet cell phone, something owned by AT&T, right? And now he's promoting his Patreon. So this is like a hey, if you want to see the full footage, give me money on Patreon. But doesn't Ben own the footage because he paid him? So I don't know why he's charging for the footage that I think Ben owns, because he paid the guy, right? So we know that he's being paid by Reckless Ben to film. Yeah, it's very, very bizarre, right? It's very bizarre.
It's a pretty cool time. That's it. Bye. They literally look like kids. I think one kid was yelling up from like the bottom to us, just jokingly, like, "Don't jump, don't jump."
Yeah.
Don't jump, don't jump. Okay, that's going to help your case. You know, it's not worth it. Yeah, like, what in the world is happening? Like, what? Why is he doing? Why would you post this at this time? Remember, he posted this 18 hours ago once he found out the TRO was still in effect. So he found out the TRO is still in effect, and now he wants to post it with the TRO when he himself could be one of the does. Like, he himself could be in the lawsuit that the TRO is under. Right? Yeah, this is such a weird thing to do at this time, right? And then now he's showing people we don't know again. So again, this is CJ Jack has long hair, so we know him. He's the one who brought his dad during the interrogation. So it's Ben, other Ben, Noah, and we don't know the girl's name, but now she's on film. You know, like he could have maybe blurred their faces, you know, like I thought maybe that would be okay. But this is pretty bad.
There we go.
Yeah.
Wait, what did they say?
That's not worth it. No.
I'm not. No one's gonna jump.
Oh, and there's little kids here.
We're just getting drone shots.
A few other minutes go by, and then this like ATV with like, I don't even know how to describe it. It's like the ATV, but on this both sides, the passenger and the driver's side, there's like these big, long, like pole lights, LED lights.
Yeah, dude, you know what they would have to do? They would just have to sue Spineless Ben, and then he would just give them everything. He would give them all the footage, right?
Shine, and I'm like, what the? Automatically it pulls up right behind my car. I parked right like at the base, because that's where I always park. I've done this climb multiple times. I've never had an issue, you know? So I always just park.
No. He's done the climb multiple times. It's kind of like when the police say, hey, what's going on? I have multiple trespass. And the police is like, oh, do you really?
Right at the base, but this dude comes, he starts whipping out his phone, start filming things. I think he notices us too. I'm like, oh shoot, we probably should get down. So when we get down, nothing seemed bad, nothing, anything. I think Ben and my friend Jack or Noah got down first. They started talking to people, they hopped the fence. Anyway, so yeah, we go to the car, and then right when I'm pulling out, we see the ATV that we saw.
Okay, so I think I have an update. Switch device. Okay. Oh, Sheldon is. Oh, God, I forgot. Sheldon. Oh, sorry about that, Sheldon. So Sheldon was actually free like half an hour ago, and we were just Okay, God, didn't see this. Okay, so we'll go to Sheldon. Okay, so Sheldon was actually free. That's my bad, Sheldon. That's my bad, Sheldon. Let's call Sheldon. Let's make this pop up.
Oh,
Hey.
man.
Hey,
on
Sheldon.
video?
How are you? Yeah, I don't think you have video. I have video.
Yeah, how do I turn it on? Hold up. Let me get my AirPods. I'm at the Nature Preserve.
Oh, Nature Preserve. How was the meeting today? Nothing. Was it good?
Yeah, I'm gonna probably get to go in Canada and stuff. Doesn't care that I'm not a felon. They only care that I got arrested and stuff. So it kind of sucks.
Oh, that's why you were asking the questions. Yeah. Big One
Well,
Piece.
I have to get a permit.
Big One Piece fan.
What'd you say?
Big One Piece fan.
Oh yeah. Dude. Are you caught up?
Yeah, I am not. It is impossible to catch up, man. When you get behind, like I'm still on the Sanji arc with the cake and the Big Mom. I haven't.
The Whole Cake Island. You're on Whole Cake Island?
I have not gone on I know Kaiju. I know a lot of shit that's happened. Yeah, I've seen the clips on YouTube, but I haven't caught up. So I see like 30 seconds.
I'm 100% caught up. I kind of stopped watching when they did another flashback and stuff. I got to catch up on that, but I had all this stuff going on, so for the first time I wasn't really, I don't know, normally though, like I'm fiending for them One Piece leaks every week. It's like my favorite thing.
Yeah. Okay, so I have some questions from the audience. I'll get straight to it. Let me promote your Sheldon has a GoFundMe. I'll pull it up right now. How's that going? How does GoFundMe work? Do you get to pull money out like every month or every week or?
Yeah, I mean, I've just been mailing it to I just mailed the lawyer a check and stuff.
Okay. Awesome.
Yeah, to like overnight it and stuff. And there's a bunch of bees. Yeah, no, so yeah, I can pull money out of it and stuff.
Oh, perfect.
But it goes to my lawyer and stuff.
So yeah, because obviously there was some concern after the GoFundMe got taken down from Ben, right? That they were.
No, they flagged it for a minute, and then I messaged them, and I'm like, everyone said I should have used Give Send Go, and I'm like, now I'm thinking I should have, and then they were like, they instantly.
I think Ben is hit a cell phone spot.
Unflagged it and stuff, and they said I was good because none of us got criminally charged.
Oh,
wait, what?
Yeah.
Okay, bad. Could you not see me?
I kind of bad connect a little bit, but we're good now.
Okay, sick.
Okay, I'm gonna just ask you questions about the American Fork Police Department first. After the American Fork Police Department cops detained you on the sidewalk, what exactly happened when the cops seized your phone?
Yeah, they Mirandized me. And then I said no, I declined to speak, and then they said they were going to confiscate my phone and stuff. And then I gave it to them and stuff. And then yeah, that was pretty much it. I mean, then they told the other people if they weren't stupid like me, they wouldn't get arrested too. So by stupid, they mean not speaking after you were just Mirandized.
Okay. So they put handcuffs on you. Do you feel like they were overly aggressive, or it was just?
I mean, when they grabbed me up after they grabbed my phone out of my hand, yeah, it was super aggressive.
So what is the reason the cops gave you for searching the house? Did they tell you it was for stalking or stolen Legos, or did they even?
They said stolen Legos. I was in the police station during the raid getting interrogated.
Oh,
so
right.
I wasn't there.
So, oh yeah, right, because of the previous. Okay, were you already aware of police corruption or other issues with the American Fork Police Department before you and the team made it to American Fork? Or was it all discovered when you interacted with them?
Yeah, I had no idea. I knew they were pretty dumb. I was like, these cops suck. Just for the way everyone had been telling me, because I didn't have enough points to call into work to make it for the whole video. So I wasn't there the first 2 days. But when I got there, right when I got there, Ben got arrested and stuff. I literally had just gotten there, and then he was getting arrested for doing nothing, trying to serve a lawsuit. So I was like, this is crazy.
Have you seen those videos online from Lackluster where the police is, pulling people over and they're body slamming them?
Yeah, I have. I've actually, I've gotten an email from Lackluster before, I believe, about this case.
Would you still go even if you knew that beforehand, that was the police department you would be dealing with?
Yeah, I still would have went. I wouldn't leave my friend to deal with that alone. You know what I mean?
Okay, so not a question here. The other Ben, the Ben who was caught, filming, he made a video today.
Yeah.
Have you seen that video? He made a video 18 hours ago. Have you seen that video?
I've seen. No, I know he after they told him. So you're talking about the Urbex Utah kid, right?
Urbex. Yeah, he made a YouTube video about Ben climbing, I think a cell phone tower or something like that.
Yeah, that's for his Patreon. Yeah,
for his Patreon. Yes, so you've seen it, yes.
I've seen Ben's Patreon. I know he was with him. What about him and stuff? I don't know. He told the police a lie. He told the police a lie and said Ben paid him to be there when I was in charge of the team. So I really do not like that kid much. But they did tell him if he wasn't stupid like me, he wouldn't get arrested. But then he didn't even just throw Ben under the bus. He actually lied to the police and got to get Ben in trouble, to get himself out of trouble. So I don't really like that and stuff. I don't really like that guy at all. I actually kind of hate that guy and stuff.
Okay. Well, thank you for that. So it does seem he's kind of almost like a snitch, almost I thought that
he's just a clout chaser. He's I'm not okay. I'm new to the, and you're right, he is a snitch, but snitching means you told on someone to get them in trouble, to get you out of trouble, but he went above and beyond snitch.
Yes.
He made up something. He made up something and got us, and I would believe, someone could have got hurt, because that's where they got the bogus search warrant, because they're like, okay, Ben's paying, and Ben didn't pay him to be there. That's a lie. You know what I mean? And he lied to the police to get himself out of it.
That was a big point. The police said, "Oh, you're being paid by Ben." That was the connection they made. Had he said, "No, Ben's not paying me," do you believe there would be no search warrant?
I think they, as hard as they were fishing with me, because they kept trying to get me to admit the same thing, over and over. And I'm like, that's why they were trying to go through my phone. And stuff, and it's like Ben had just paid me back for bonding him out. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Ben is not like everyone thinks, because he's this famous YouTuber, he's super rich, dude. Ben has for 8 years, and this is according to every single person that knows him, he's eating the same meal. He has no money, dude. His car is less nice than mine. Ben is not this rich YouTuber. His videos get demonetized. He literally has dealt with a career of no money for this entire time. You know what I mean? So it's not like he's just loaded, and that's why it's he wouldn't have paid that kid to be there. That's a lie. I know he didn't pay him to be there.
What does Ben eat? What does Ben eat? Just out of curiosity.
Spaghetti and ground beef that he orders off Amazon. That is as cheap as humanly possible. Every meal. He eats one meal a day. That's the same meal for 8 years, so he can keep doing YouTube.
So you knew Ben for that long? For 8 years, or?
No, but I talked to some of his best friends, like Danny Burke's my friend. That's one, and he's confirmed it. Everyone's just confirmed it. Ben talks about it in certain videos. He's broke. There's points he's living in his car in some of his videos because he has no money.
I heard of that too. Yeah, I got messages. Has the DA tried to bargain with you on a loan, or tried to get you to snitch on Ben? I think you already talked about that a little bit.
I never got charged.
But did they try to say, hey, if you talk bad
they told me
we'll
after
let you go?
No, they said yeah. After I refused to talk, and they stole my phone and arrested me for something I didn't even do. They then told me, if you cooperate, we'll catch you a break.
Yeah, but you knew better.
And I'm like, I mean, you know, I talked way, way, way too much in my interrogation. I did terrible, but I mean, I did good in regards to like, you know, I was defending Brian. And it's the truth. I was telling them the truth. That's why it's like you really shouldn't talk to police normally, but like we're doing the good thing here. So I don't understand how I was even being interrogated.
Yeah. So and you
know what
made
I mean? It made no sense.
so we watched all of your videos, and you made the point that Brian was never going to backstab Ben because you met Brian, you know him as a character. Do you feel like Bricks and Minifigs was trying to separate the two and get that's what it appeared to be like in the blog, just get Brian, give him a settlement to turn on? Was that ever a feeling about like, hey, something is?
Yeah, I'll just say I have an extremely strong feeling that yes, they are going to try and do that for some magical reason. I feel like they are going to try that, and I just have this, you know, you could even call it an 18th sense, you know, that they tried and or they're going to try and it's not going to work. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And no one's thrown Ben under the bus besides the Urbex Utah kid.
Yeah.
The Urbex Utah kid, he's, you know, down to throw Ben under the bus though. But all of us, we're not betraying our friends.
That's good to know. So, in retrospect, do you regret talking as much as you did to the police without some type of lawful representation? Would you do it differently now that you know, like?
No, I think it's funny that I got them to admit there was no way I could have been deleting something from my phone, and I got to talk about how bad of guys Josh and Brandon are. So, like, no, I think I would still do the same thing and stuff.
Okay, so how did you feel that the story was covered on major channels? Did you think they were fair? Were they favorable? Are there any channels that you watch currently for news of the situation, the coverage of the story?
No, I mean, I was there, so I don't really care what other
true.
people's takes are, I guess.
I guess that makes perfect sense, yeah. Did it feel weird to find out? Did you watch Coffeezilla's video?
Yeah.
Okay, did it feel weird that in Coffeezilla's video, according to Coffeezilla, there was only $20,000 of Legos left?
And here's things that didn't make it in the video. For one, there was about $50,000 worth of inventory that Crystal had never added in because Brian had giant bags full of Lego Star Wars minifigure pieces that were worth roughly 40 to 50 grand. Crystal never got along because there was just tons of freezer bags full. And if you listen,
oh wow, okay, no one's mentioned that at all. Like this is the first time.
Well,
I've heard.
It's because everyone's gagged. No one can talk.
Oh, okay,
you know,
wow.
And it's like, well, we never mentioned that in the video because it's like, you know, I guess it's like it's just an unprovable thing. But Brian, you know, he had mentioned that, and he had also mentioned, you know, Coffeezilla brings up Brian did this backdoor deal. Brian told us about that. It just, why would we bring that up in the video? Brian had an extra Cloud City set that like Crystal got him back. So there was never a backdoor deal. All Coffeezilla had to do was talk to Brian or talk to me, you know, and he would have known like that doesn't even have any relevancy. Those did not subtract from any value of the stuff in the store. Those were duplicate sets he was keeping to give to his children. And once this Bricks and Minifigs thing happened, Brian decided he was going to sell those because his whole collection was lost. Yeah. So those were never part of the value. So subtracting those from the value is categorically incorrect. And I've wanted to make a video on it, but it is what it is. You know, I don't have anywhere near the reach or even the ability to like discredit Coffeezilla. He is one of my favorite YouTubers, but if he had just reached out, he would have learned those two things. And it just, to me, it's just silly. You know, what Brian did and had extra Legos doesn't even have any relevancy or subtract from the value of what was stolen from him. And why would we put that in the video? Like, oh, but Brian had extra sets that weren't ever included on the sheet that he kept for his grandkids because they were rare. And then he ended up selling them because his whole collection got stolen. That doesn't make any sense at all. You know what I mean? I mean, I guess we could have mentioned it, but to throw it in there like Brian's doing sketchy shit on the side, you know, it irritated me. I'm like, this is annoying. Like, it had nothing to do with his collection that got stolen. No relevancy. In my opinion.
Was there anything else in Coffeezilla's video you disagree with? It seems like you had a strong take on the video.
No, I mean, I think him saying the timelines don't add up when, like I said, there were, and then if you listen, the employee said the U-Haul brought bags full of stuff. And Brian had told us in the past that he had freezer bags full of not marked yet by Crystal full of bricks and full of minifigure pieces that would increase the value of, like, I don't know anything about Legos, but he said he had all these, and then that guy said they brought all these bags. These were not in the inventory yet. And then there's magically a U-Haul, and there's magically an employee of Brandon's other store collaborating what Brian had told us in the past. And then Coffeezilla says the timeline doesn't add up, though. What do you mean? They figured out there were all these extra pieces for minifigures that weren't on the inventory at all, and then they bring a U-Haul, and then it doesn't add up. It's like they clearly did that on purpose. They were like, oh, these aren't even on the list. We can definitely steal these.
Oh, wow.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it was... It boosts the value of the collection up another 50 grand. So it's closer to that 200 grand mark.
So that makes perfect sense to me, because I keep hearing about the minifigs, right? And that was never calculated.
Yeah, there were just so many bags.
Because they were in a bag.
Over you, but there was...
Yeah.
It was impossible to inventory them. It would have taken like 10 days of nonstop sorting. So they just were never added in yet.
Wow, that explains actually a lot of like the confusion over the value of this. There was bags and bags and bags of things that who knows what the value was at the time.
Right, and it's just roughly around $50,000 more,
which is a lot.
And then once again, that employee collaborates it and says the U-Haul showed up full of bags, full of stuff. And it's exactly what I was told. Yeah. And it's like, what do you mean? The timelines do add up. Like they noticed those were not even on the consignment sheet yet. Took over the store tonight, and then moved all the stuff to another store to sell it.
That's crazy. Yeah, I don't know why that piece sounds very important. I don't. This is the first time, and I watched almost everything. This is the first time I've heard. But it makes perfect sense.
It's just everyone's. The TRO got rejected. Like it's too vague now. It's just we have all the evidence on our side. And it's just no one can talk.
Yeah, because
no one has a voice. No one can even talk to me. It's crazy. I can't even talk to members of my own team because they might get in trouble. So I can't even talk to anyone about anything that's going on.
Is there any truth to Crystal storing some of the collection at her home? And what do you think about the layaway and the bad accounting?
I think once again, there was a bunch of stuff she never even added in the sheet. Mm-hmm. That they stole, and that's just free game. There's no way we can prove that now. That's just going to be their word versus ours. But we do have definitive proof. But I don't know. I know. Once again, of the stuff, Brian did this backdoor deal that wasn't a backdoor deal at all. He got one of the Cloud City sets back from her that she managed to save. So she did have some stuff not in the store, but she gave it back to Brian. So I don't think Crystal's the bad guy. I think maybe her paperwork was sloppy and stuff. Possibly, but also it still just doesn't help bricks and minifigs at all. It you know what I mean? It's kind of a nothing burger, I guess. So no relevancy once again to me, in my opinion.
Let me ask you about the TRO. They haven't named you yet, but you've been very Why have they not named? They've named Victor.
Right.
Why, in your opinion, have they not named you yet?
Money. It's going to cost them. And this is from lawyers. It's going to cost them a ton more money to add all of us. But I'm surprised. They haven't named anybody. So it's like they're waiting because they're not going to be able to get anything out of me anyways. What are you going to, I don't have money. Like I'm literally like in debt, like unbelievable amounts of debt. My finances are the worst you've probably ever seen in your life. So it's like, you can sue a homeless guy. You can sue anyone for anything, but you're not going to get anything. There's nothing to get. So that might be it. And also it's like, they want Ben and Brian. They want the GoFundMe. They want the money. You know what I mean? They're after the money. They don't want to sue me because there's nothing to sue me for. Same with everyone else. We're just a bunch of broke YouTubers, dude. They're just, I don't know. Their lawyers probably researched me and looked up my credit and were like, we'll pass on spending $500 an hour to sue this guy. He's got a 400 credit score.
Fair enough.
I don't know.
Fair enough.
So they're probably regretting it about now with all the videos people have clipped and me catching them lying. They're
really great videos. Yeah, the North Korean hackers and is there anything other creators, non-Reckless Ben affiliated people have discovered about this case that surprised you?
No.
Okay, simple. Now we'll
no,
go.
I mean,
sorry.
I'll elaborate. It's just there's nothing at this point, after you steal from a dying old man, there's nothing you can do that would surprise me. And I believe Amon is capable of every lie and every crime under the sun. Like, I'm an ex-criminal, and I'm dumbfounded that somebody would be in the position he is, basically have everything you could ever want, and still decide, I'm going to be a thief anyways to get more. And it's like, you have a nationwide corporation, but they schemed this theft to the super nice guy. And so, no, nothing could, after seeing every one of what Brian said, things come true in real life, there's nothing they could do that would surprise me at this point. Literally. There's nothing that surprises me that Bricks and Minifigs does. I don't know. It's just not even possible. I'm just like, oh yeah, that makes sense.
Do you believe in the Mormon Mafia, or is that something that is like overplayed? Is it? I mean,
I think it's like this. It's like, yeah, I think it's a little overplayed. It is really weird. They're all in the same church, and I think that definitely had a huge role in it, because we're just these random, as everyone I guess calls full-grown adults, kids to them. And it's just like, I don't know. They're obviously going to side with like people in their religion over like some random people, I guess. But it does seem like there should be no bias in law enforcement work. So I wouldn't call it a mafia. I think what they have going on is definitely, I think some bad guys exist. Bad guys exist everywhere, but some bad guys were guided together and created this like league of supervillains of Mormon Lego thieving.
yeah. How's the communication between you, the other does, Brian and Ben, since the lawsuits dropped? Are you supporting each other through a hard time? Is it a hard time, or is it, tough to talk with the protective order with Ben?
Yeah, no, I can't. Brian and Ben have not talked to me at all.
Oh, wow.
They have had no communications at all. They're not allowed to talk about it. Ben hasn't, no one can get a hold of him ever for this entire time. His freedom of speech has been taken. So it appears that
the does will be covered by the same legal team as Ben. Does that make sense, or have the lawyers reached out to
Ben's
you?
getting us lawyers.
Okay, perfect.
No, they haven't. But yeah, Ben's gonna get everyone lawyers and stuff. It's gonna be sick.
That's awesome for Ben. That's awesome. What made
of
you
course
guys?
He's not gonna leave singing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's not like the other Ben. Yeah.
Yeah, no, he's not.
not the other Ben.
Can I swear? Can I quote someone's my favorite comment?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
They said, "Babe, that's not reckless Ben. It's dickless Ben."
Oh God. Okay, that's what they said. Okay, yeah,
that's my favorite comment.
I've seen that comment before. Yes, I've seen that comment in my chat. Okay,
my favorite comment.
What made you go with that law firm? Like, do you know? And I guess you haven't talked to Ben, so some of these questions from chat may not be relevant.
I don't know. Ben must have thought they were good and stuff, and then he hired them.
So yeah, again, the legal game. So I'll get to the personal stuff, because I think a lot of this is explained. How are you guys going day to day? Is it stressful? Like, what is the experience? Like, how do you?
No, I think it's cool.
Okay. Yeah, so it hasn't really increased your stress level at all, or?
No, I just think they're stupid and they're gonna lose.
Okay, so when the situation is finally resolved, are you going to take a break? I think you're going to Canada for some reason, like a vacation or something, or is this just like a big no issue for you?
Yeah, no, yeah, I don't know. It'll probably be exactly the same. I don't know. Yeah, no difference and stuff.
Okay, what would you tell yourself if you could go back in time to the day you first heard of this issue? Is there anything that you would tell your past self, to be aware of, to?
I would be like, please do not get really drunk and try and talk Brian into apologizing, because I hate when I see that footage of me in the background being like, dude, we'll just get the Legos back and stuff. I would be like, dude, do not try and talk Brian into that. I've apologized for it, especially after getting a taste of Bricks and Minifigs and how they are and how manipulative they are. I'm like, everything they do is just schemes. You know what I mean? It's just, I don't know. So I would tell myself that, but other than that, I'd do everything the same.
So,
yeah.
When Josh Johnson is calling you and Reckless Ben in the car, and he's saying, I'm going to give back the Legos. I'll give back the Legos. Just apologize to me. Apologize to Amanda. Brian apologized to us for the AI funny thing. Did you believe him, or like at that point in time? Did
No.
You... No.
No, but I was more disappointed because it was like really fun, like messing with them and stuff. And then we had to stop, and then we were doing like boring NPC side quests. He just sent us on a bunch of side quests, man. It was like these fetch quests and writing reviews, and we had a finale planned. We had like 10 more things. Like we only went through about 20% of the planned bits for the video, by the way. We were going to hit them with like, it was just going to keep getting more and more. And then we started just writing Google reviews. So I was disappointed. Like I was going to set up a booth and bring out the contract that I had her sign originally.
Yeah.
And we had all these other bits planned, and then that happened. And then he didn't give them back, and I wasn't surprised.
Okay, so was Reckless Ben surprised? Did anyone believe he actually was going to give it back, or was this kind of like...
Well, Ben will give anybody and everybody the benefit of the doubt. So the doubt was in their favor at this point. They had held on to these Legos for this whole time and bullied Brian, and they realized they couldn't bully us because Ben's way smarter than them. And so since they were outmatched, the only thing left in their playbook was to lie again. You know what I mean? So were we surprised they lied again? No. We were not. But Ben gives everyone the benefit of the doubt, even if you're a super bad guy like Josh.
Okay. So maybe Ben was hoping Josh could do it. You know, he was maybe hoping. Because it did seem
he had
like
a trophy for him.
Yeah, it did seem
Josh Johnson saved the day.
Yeah, it did seem like when he was calling and confirming, hey, did you give the Legos back? No, we'll give it back next week. Did you give the Legos? He seemed kind of generally disappointed almost that Josh kept, delaying it and delaying it and delaying it.
Well, yeah, and actually that was at the end. It was Brian, or not Brian. It was Brandon Best, who said, what did he say? Oh yeah, he's like, yeah, we've held on to those things for so long, we're not going to give them back now. If you remember, yeah, Ben was probably irritated. We were like, we're getting the Legos back, and then they never gave them back. You know what I mean? Which it's funny how much would have been avoided if they had just been like, all right, we'll just give them back, and then gave them back.
Did you guys know this would be like... So I was covering other lawsuits before, and now this is all I do. Do you know it would explode like this? Like, it would be as big, like, before part 1 release, that this thing would just be, like, this massive? Like...
Yeah, I knew. Yeah. I mean, we're talking about Reckless Ben. It's just, Ben's old content is like, oh, I'm after this guy who tortures people, and it's and it's like these people just stole Legos. So it's like if you just take the complete evil out of it and make it more like, I guess, family friendly like this one is, which it's not necessarily. But yeah, I thought it was going to go this viral. Yeah, and then all the funny stuff we did, it was so clever. I felt like it was, but Ben has been shadow banned before, and his videos get like no views.
Right,
I wouldn't have been surprised if it didn't.
So part 3, I know that the North Korean hackers and all of that stuff is happening.
Yeah.
So you have seen or have some type of hacker thing. I don't know how you want to preface this. You can preface this.
No, I think I just was hallucinating, dude.
Okay, hallucinating part 3. Yes.
Yeah, I hallucinated part 3.
Is it? Yeah. In your hallucination, is it bigger and better than part 2? Because part 2 was crazy with the police.
Yeah, I mean, I'd say the part 3 that definitely I did not see and stuff. Guaranteed did not see it. It just is kind of I don't know what's going to be the straw that breaks the camel's back, I guess.
Against the Brixton Minifigs specifically, or against the police, or both, or what's the focus on
just
that hallucination?
Yeah, no, it's oh man.
You don't have to say
I don't know.
Yeah. So, but you do think it will be a banger. It will be a banger.
I think it's like the first 2 were, I don't know what was the Avengers. It's like Endgame or whatever when they win and stuff.
Civil War, Endgame, yeah.
What's the last one? Like when they win, that's part 3 and stuff. That's like,
so
it's over.
Endgame was part 1. I forgot what part 2 was. But yeah, oh wow, so Endgame was part 1 and 2, and then part 3 is the the last one, the you know when the Avengers.
Yeah, the one where they
assemble.
win. It's like this
When
is
they win,
they're
okay.
like this is the one universe
Wow.
we win and stuff. That's part 3.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah. So Ben said in part 2 that there were other places he was working on projects. Do you know if those have been delayed? Are you working on those projects with Ben? Or is now Ben's entire focus on just bricks and minifigs?
Yeah, he's working on this series. I mean, Ben has so many things he's doing. It's unbelievable that one person can work as hard as he does. But yeah, I mean, just wait. You know, there's a reason why I said I can't believe the Lego video became the craziest video, because we've done way crazier stuff than like any of the stuff we did in the Lego. The Lego video was like, I don't know, I'd say it's like a 2 out of 10. We've taken it to a 9 or a 10.
Okay, so
we've taken it like.
It's Infinity War. So it's Endgame and then Infinity War. So you're saying that this one will be part 3 will be Infinity War.
Oh yeah, they're screwed. They're screwed. But I just hallucinated it and stuff.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It might even suck. You know, it might even suck. I haven't seen it, so I don't know.
Yeah, he doesn't know. He's a hallucination. So part 1, you give a 2 out of 10? That was a banger of a video. So what would you give part 2 then?
No. Quality-wise, it's a 10 out of 10. I'm saying as crazy as stuff as we did,
crazy. Like,
it's a 2 out of 10.
Okay, so crazy, it was 2 out of 10. What would you rank then?
Quality, it's a 10 out of 10.
Yeah,
I think it's hilarious. I was crying laughing, dude, at some of the, like Ben just had another witty sign or something, like the Guinness World Record. It just never stopped. It was just zany, ridiculous, like parody after parody of just like, we're just hammering them with trolling stuff. It was so fun.
Oh, okay. The first movie was called Infinity War. The second movie was called Endgame. So it's the Endgame.
Nice.
Yes,
Yeah,
it's
so,
Endgame. Yeah.
Yeah, it's Endgame, dude. That's part 3.
So you would give a 10 out of 10 and a 2 out of 10 for how crazy. What would you give part 2 for the police?
Like a 4.
A 4. Okay, so then
yeah.
What would you give part 3?
Well, compared to getting swatted, it's probably like craziness. It's like, I don't know, like a 3 and stuff, but I don't know, with how bad it makes, you know, the bad guys look in that one. It's a 1,000 out of 10. 1,000 out of 10. That's how bad they look.
Okay, so we have that to look forward to. Were there any past video topics you guys worked on that came back to bite you in the butt, and would you still have done them?
No, that was my first time working with Ben and stuff. So, I mean, we've done other videos since, and we have other stuff planned and stuff. But, yeah.
Have any past? What was the support looked like for you? The channel, and I don't know what this means. WSFOP. Do you know what that is? I don't know what
nope.
Okay. So, has anyone like met you in person? Hey, I love what you're doing, Sheldon, or you know what? No. Okay. So it's just been online support.
Yeah.
Are you gonna get a new brick by brick T-shirt anytime soon? Is there?
Yeah, I got all the merch. I got all the merch.
Have you thought?
I don't have it yet.
Have you thought about like maybe like fundraising? Like I thought the merchandise would be like a really good. I think that would be great. Like how Coffeezilla does it, like autographing some of the merch or some of the original. So you have the original contract that Amanda signed, right?
Yeah, I think it's in my room and stuff.
Yeah, you could probably auction that for like if it. That would be kind of
yeah, that's true.
Have any of the bricks...
And it is funny. I heard a lawyer. I think his name. What is his name? He said there was no way that entire contract was on Ben's phone, and it was absolutely 1,000% if she had just zoomed in on that phone.
Oh,
it was
wow.
Bruce. I think it was Bruce Rivers or something like that. He also said I have a Lego head and stuff, so I don't like him anymore. I don't really think I have that square of a head either. I think it was a really weird roast because it's just not true. But he said there was no way the whole contract was on his phone, and it was.
Okay, and Amanda signed it. Like what was that like? Like was there?
I was really nervous.
I think we're in a cell phone dead zone, or So Sheldon is on. Hopefully Sheldon comes back on soon. Yeah, Lego head Sheldon. So you guys don't know. We do have like one more question. If you guys want to answer questions, shout out to Justice for Sheldon. We'll take a look at his Patreon right now. Sorry, his GoFundMe. There's a little bit of lag. I don't know if I can text. I guess I can say there's a little bit of lag. We'll see if we can get Sheldon back on. But the interview has gone really well. And I think we're almost done, the interview. Oh, yeah, thank you for the evergreen clips, Red Hair. That was very good. I mean, let me just text Sheldon. A little bit of lag. Okay, so I will send Sheldon a message. A little bit of lag. Maybe we'll have Sheldon back on. Yes, in the meantime, yeah, donate to the GoFundMe, right? As I would say, like, you are currently frozen. But yeah, I mean, that was crazy. The bag of Legos makes sense now. The bag of Legos. So that's how do we get to $200,000? It's a bag of Legos. It's the minifigs. So like this whole question about minifigs, I had a lot of questions about, right? Was like, how did Crystal get to the $200,000? Oh, yeah, if the North Korean hackers got Sheldon, then they got Sheldon. So the phone call has been dropped. He might be climbing a tower right now. Yeah, the bag of Legos makes perfect. No one has ever talked about the bag of Legos. Like, the bag of Legos is crazy, right? Because, like, that explains where all the value went to. The bricks and minifigs and all of that stuff is, sorry, the minifigs. Remember, it's not just, bricks. It's bricks and minifigs, right? Bricks and minifigs. Where did the minifigs go? So Sheldon has been hacked by the North Koreans. We will continue to watch. No, but I'm saying there is more money than what is being reported by Coffeezilla, because Brian had bags and bags of Legos that Crystal didn't even add to the list. So what happened was, and I think this is like actually like mind-blowing. This will blow your mind. I'll keep this screen here in case Sheldon calls back. What happens is like completely mind-blowing. Am I still on? No, I'm not. So I need to exit. I got to exit from this phone call. Yeah, let's put it like no, that's not right. Okay. Okay, thank you for the feedback. So that was Sheldon. We'll keep this open for Sheldon in case he calls back. But I thought that we were almost done the interview anyway. So Sheldon does not like this guy at all. Oh, here he is. Here he is. Join call. Hey, Sheldon. Okay, are you, so we lost you for a little bit.
My phone died, my bad.
Yeah, we lost you for a little bit.
Yeah, my bad, my phone died.
Okay. We were worried. We were worried that the North Korean hackers, somehow got to you for a little bit, you know.
No, they're on my side, dude. North Korea,
true.
Everyone's against all the homies hate bricks and minifigs, even North Korea, dude.
Okay, let me turn on my camera. And let me. Okay, so we were actually looking. So have you looked at the other Ben's video recently?
No, I'm good.
Okay, so you have no interest in looking at that video. Okay.
No, I don't want to give them the view.
Have any of the bricks and minifigs franchisees reached out to you or Ben to discuss like what they're experiencing, and how do you feel? Like, do you like? So there's local stores here. They obviously signed a franchise agreement. Some of them for 10 years, right? And some of them just joined. What are your thoughts about that particular situation? Do you feel bad for them? Do you know? I get contacted by them a lot, and they really don't like Ben that much. So like, what is?
Well, I mean, that's a weird take because it's like if I found out these guys did this stuff and then my CEO was hiding it and doing it on purpose, I would hate the CEO, not the guy. It's kind of like don't shoot the messenger. How are you going to get mad at the messenger? It makes no sense. It's not Ben's fault they stole Brian's Legos.
Correct. That's what I have told them many times, but they're still like, I mean, they still upset at like.
I'm sure they're mad. Their livelihoods have been messed up. And
Yes,
they need
that's
to channel
correct,
that
yes.
anger into a suit against Bricks and Minifigs corporate because corporate's the one that ruined their company, not Ben. Ben didn't do anything. Ben exposed what they were doing. That's it. That's all Ben did. If they didn't steal from old people, none of this would have happened.
So I've talked to a few of them, and I can give you kind of their perspective. And I'm not saying this makes sense. I'm just saying this is what they're telling me. They blame Crystal a lot. They blame Crystal first for like doing consignment, and none of them have stood up to Bricks and Minifig. Not a single one of them. And I'm on the Facebook looking, and does that surprise you that there's not even one Bricks and Minifigs that has, even
No, because then they would send in. They probably hired a new Josh and Brandon. Because I don't know if you know this. There's I forget his name, but Josh and Brandon did this exact same song and dance to this guy, and
Last
ended up
Relic,
$500,000 in debt.
Yeah, Last Relic in Florida, right?
Yeah, the Last Relic. Yeah, so I mean, they're probably scared of that, and it's like, I don't know, they're stuck in this contract, so I feel for them. But at the end of the day, like, I don't know what to even tell them, I guess, other than, like I said, don't shoot the messenger, man. And you guys should all like gang up on Amon instead of going against Ben. Is just crazy. Ben's the good guy in this situation.
Have you?
Your CEO sent in his buddies to steal all these Legos when they found out about this consignment deal, and they found out there was stuff not inventoried, and they moved it in a U-Haul. And then it's Ben's fault. You know what I mean? It's like, what did Ben do other than expose him?
Have you actually talked to Amon yourself or met him in person or of any of other
Yeah,
corporate?
I was the one who said I was in there with Ben. Yeah, I mean, there were other things I said to him that didn't make it in the video. Like he asked what my name was, and I said a fake name and stuff. And then I'm the one who said I'm actually a registered franchise owner of the franchise.
Yeah. What was your take when you first met Amon? Did you know it would get this like contentious, or he would?
I didn't know that was the CEO. I thought he was some schmuck because they said they were sending in someone else, and then he came out and Ben, this isn't in there, but he's like, oh, we're waiting on this guy, and he's like, nope, not coming, And I'm like, this guy sucks. It was so hostile, and Ben just has no social anxiety or like fear. Like he does, but he's so good at. He's done way crazier stuff. So to him, it's just like a walk in the park to be in like a real confrontational conversation. Like he was like, it was rough, Ben, and we knew he was lying. We had all the evidence right with us, and he's just sitting there. Nope, I don't know anything about Brian's Legos.
Have you?
And he.
Oh, sorry. Keep going. Have you heard of?
No, I was done. You're good.
Have you heard of a company called Legally Mine? Are you familiar with? Are you all surprised? Based on your experience,
No.
This is what they're doing. Their dad did. Their whole family.
This is what they do. They sue me. It's legally mine. That's Josh should have that tattooed across his forehead. You know what I mean? It's all he talks about.
Yeah. So
I'm not surprised at all.
Yeah. So based on the Legally Mine stuff, and then Josh being I think high counsel of the Mormon. I don't really.
He got fired.
He was. Yeah. He was. He mentions that in video. Amon McNeff, like, when you're dealing with these type of people who are, I guess, very aggressive, and they believe that, I guess, in a better term, they believe they're better than you, right? Is that how it came off? That they were like how do you interact with somebody like this who is constantly lying, constantly, at what point do you I guess stop believing them? Did you ever believe them?
Not really. I mean, I wasn't. I mean, we thought they were definitely going to get the Legos back, and I thought we had reached a truce, somewhat, but I wasn't surprised they never did. So, I mean, I don't know. We never believe them. That's all they do is lie.
Okay, so I will open up. That's all the questions we have. We've been promoting your fundraiser. We love to have you on multiple times if something else breaks up, because I think your perspective is I had no idea about the bags of Lego. That still blows my mind because I knew there were minifigs.
Yeah, no one does. I've been trying to find a way to Like, I don't know. It's just, it's once again a nothing burger because I can't prove that. But that's, at the beginning of the case, that's what I was told and stuff. But we have no, we've only with what evidence we have. There's no point in going, well, he said this and she said that. But, and then I watched Coffeezilla's video and it's like I said, he's like, he brought over all these bags and it just matches everything. I'm saying everything Brian has said has always matched up. Everything he told us that they did. They said they were gonna tell us to go to corporate, and corporate was gonna tell him to go to the franchise. That ended up happening. Everything, all Brian has ever done is tell us the truth. So, and then it's just things. None of us can prove that. Chris, it never got added in the inventory, so I don't know.
Oh,
but yeah, it's
another question from me. Why do you think they sued Victor? Is like Victor rich or something? Like, out of all the people they named,
that's Ben's best. Victor, I mean, you got to look back. Victor is an influencer somewhat himself, so I think he was just real easy to name. And Victor's like, I don't know, I'd consider Victor like Ben's right-hand man. He's all the way back in Ben's video when they go to Churdley's house and ask and order like 500 pizzas. Victor's been there. That's like Ben's best friend in the whole world. So I'm assuming they wanted him silenced as too, because the rest of us are just I mean, we're all friends and stuff, so it's not like that, but Victor's like Ben's best friend, and they live in the same town, so I think that's mostly why. I don't know. It is interesting. I'm really surprised they named Victor, because no, Victor's not rich. Like, Victor has a regular job and stuff. He doesn't even do content, you know what I mean? Like, he does, but I don't know. It's interesting. I don't know. I have no explanation for why Victor, not anyone else, other than that.
Yeah, that's very interesting. Do you have anything else to add, or say, or... I mean, the bags, like, it makes perfect sense because, like, I collect Legos too, and you always have minifigs. So I'm seeing these set Legos. I'm like, wow, Brian is, like, a really different collector than me, right? So I can show you, like, a bunch of minifigs I just have right now. Like, it's impossible to be a Lego collector without, like, just having a ton of these, like, minifigs, right? Like, it's impossible. Like... And I'm wondering.
So they were individual pieces of minifigs, and some of them would add like $500 worth of value to a set if you added it on there, I guess, and stuff. But there were so many bags, just tons of bags full of these minifigs pieces, and going through and inventorying them was almost impossible. I guess it would have taken like weeks. So there's like, it's way closer to 200 grand, I guess. But it is what it is. We can't prove that. So we only went off in the video the things we could prove, because there's no record of those.
Yeah, because then they would say, oh, well, there's no record of it. Like, you guys are...
Right.
I get it. But is it surprising that Crystal didn't inventory them? I think that's I mean, if it's $50,000 of Legos, right? That's a lot of money. That's a big chunk of the money, right? Does that surprise you, like, just how... I have made videos, and I think I'm the only one who's really criticizing Crystal, that the store could have been managed better. And I feel like that would have helped Brian, like with the consignment.
No, absolutely, but I think that's another reason. Like, I think, I don't know, I think it is partially why this happened, but I mean, even Brian told us, he's like, inventorying those would have been almost impossible and stuff. He's like, it would have taken weeks to sort through and inventory all those. So it's just interesting, but I know that they realized those weren't on the sheet, and seeing how, those guys are, like, Amon, his brother, and all those guys, they all schemed it together. And it's no doubt in my mind, but, that's just my opinion and stuff. But it's way too many things for it to be a coincidence.
No, it explains these stories so much better, because they sent Brandon to spy on it, right? They sent him as like a secret shopper. And he probably is looking at like bags of Legos, or maybe it's out in the open, maybe they're putting them, and he's like, "Hey, this is inventory." So they have access to the point of sale system. They have a connection.
They knew those were his. I mean, they've even admitted they knew some of them, and it seems like they took most of it, and then they took all those minifig pieces, and then they set aside like a skimpy garbage collection that they were like, "All right, we'll steal like 85% of it, and then leave like some little scraps." So then we can claim that we just put them to the side. You know what I mean? That we could identify. And they keep saying, like, and they're legally mine. So they're like, what sets we could, they talk in a very certain way, or they're like, the sets we could identify, claiming we set aside. So I think, some of the Legos are still there, but I think they intentionally, like, Like they basically knew these are Brian's, but we're just gonna set aside some scrap sets and then sell everything else, so that way we can't get in trouble later.
Like you said, it seems like they found an inventory. So Crystal wants to leave already. There's $50,000 of inventory that's not on any inventory list, not in the point of sale system. They probably realized that because they sent Brandon to investigate, right? Yeah, so here's a question. Almost impossible weeks. So you had the collection for months, and it's literally her job when you're consigning a collection or even selling it outright. So I think they're kind of criticizing Crystal a little bit in the chat, but I mean, think this is an important part of the story, because if you are used to stealing people's stuff and there's $50,000 not on the inventory, that's a juicy target, right? That's a target where you can just take that. Even if you didn't take the Lego sets that are in inventory, the minifigs, I can tell you, sell like hotcakes. These minifigs you can list on eBay right now. It would all go.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's interesting, man. Like I said, there's no way to prove that, so it's like, it's just, there's not even any point. But I think Crystal was just going to give him all of it back anyways, and I don't think it was even for sale yet, so I don't think that's why it wasn't inventoried yet, too. Yeah. I don't think any of that stuff, it was just stored in bags in the back, so, but now all that stuff's gone, you know what I mean? But that's why I think, you know, I can see where you're coming from and stuff if you think that's bad, but like, she wasn't actively selling it yet. So that's also why it hadn't been inventoried. So
yeah, that makes sense.
Maybe she was going to maybe she was going to get into it. I don't know. You know, I wasn't there, but I just know that there was also a bunch more Legos that got stolen that are gone forever in the wind now.
Yeah, that really sucks. Anything else, Sheldon? Really good talking to you. Do you have anything else to say? Like, I thought this was a pretty good interview. I appreciate your time as well. So the best way to
thanks, man.
donate to you is on GoFundMe, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so GoFundMe, we have it pulled up. Justice for Sheldon and Friends. So I don't know. So Tyler, I know who Tyler is. He's the guy who's driving Ben around the heroin and
Tyler's production. He's the next PewDiePie. Go check out Tyler's channel.
Yeah,
he's the next PewDiePie. He's so good at gaming content that he will never even release a video, and he's still going to become a YouTuber. That's how good he is at gaming content. Next PewDiePie, bro.
Shout out to Tyler Production. Sierra, is that the process server, or who's Sierra? Yeah. Okay, that's a process server. Okay, just confirming. Thank you so much for your time, Sheldon. We'll be in touch, and good luck with everything. And hopefully, when part 3 comes up, the hallucination comes out, we can talk a little bit.
I could draw it for you guys and stuff, but that's about all I can do.
Animate it, right? Animation. But I really appreciate your time, Sheldon, and good luck with everything. And hopefully, we'll talk soon.
Man. All right, see you guys. Bye. Bye, dude.
That was Sheldon. I didn't want to take too much more of his time. It looked like he was traveling to places. And I'm just going to say thank you so much for the call. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you, Goosey, for creating this doc. Goosey has been interested, and this is why I would trust my mods, and we can finish this video. Yeah, so, thank you, Sheldon. Guys, donate to this page. I've donated. I probably will donate again. Thank you for Sheldon's time and his... Yeah, I thought it was great. We, shout out to Goosey, for making this amazing, collecting. It's not easy, it's not easy. Obviously, there's some questions we got rid of. There's some questions that don't make sense, but I think we did a good job answering. He did. Sheldon is like a ride or die, and I think it's hilarious. Like, so, okay, I'm gonna not... Yes, there are people who want to, like, defend Spineless Ben, but Sheldon is not one of them. Sheldon is a ride or die. Sheldon is a ride or die. Not, and he hates this guy. So, he's correct. So, Spineless Ben, he actually lies about something really, really... So, it's not only snitching. It's worse than snitching. Snitching would be like, oh, the police, to get out of X, you need to snitch on Y. No. He just gave the information just like he openly gave the information for basically no reason. even information on himself. Yeah, well, no, there were some people who were like, hey, you're being too tough on Spineless Ben, you know, like, and I was like, okay. So I kind of felt bad for Spineless Ben, but let's take a look at Spineless Ben. Shout out to Civil Right, and then but yes, it is very interesting. I really thought Sheldon would be like, oh, well, Spineless Ben, he just didn't know what, but no, he hates Spineless Ben. And he thinks Spineless Ben is doing this for 100% clout, which we know because he's shouting his pain. So we will get back to this video, but we have to watch this video again because now we know. So two very big things. Yes, he has a different name. I was that people, but Spineless Ben earned. Yes, in fact, people did tell me, I'm not going crazy here, right? People told me, oh, he's just a kid, and he didn't know what he was doing, and so there were people who said I was too hard on Spineless Ben, which includes Spineless Ben also, right? So now we know. Now we know, right? Now we know that Spineless Ben is clout farming, and he actually lied. So according to Sheldon, Spineless Ben made it much worse for Reckless Ben because he lied about being paid. So his connection, so he's making it seem like Reckless Ben is paying him to potentially, under the American fork, do illegal activity. And I do think part of the reason they were able to get the warrant, which I said from initially, was Spineless Ben was able, they were always trying to connect. They were trying to connect Spineless Ben. They were trying to connect something with Reckless Ben. Was it the GoFundMe? Was it this guy videotaping, right? And he was the connection. So as soon as Spineless Ben made that connection, the police got their warrant, and then they, right, 7 police officers with heavily armed, with the ability to legally use lethal force, which means, right, is crazy, right? So let's take a look at our good friend.
Hello. That individual just called because he's had a few weird incidents.
Oh, actually?
Sorry?
Oh, actually, I'm just waiting here for one of my friends.
Where's your friend at?
I think she lives in this house, so I'm going on a date today, so I'm just
Oh, gotcha.
picking.
Spot to park at right in front of the driveway.
Oh, I'm in front of the driveway? I thought this was like a... I thought it was in the middle of the driveway. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. Do you happen to have an ID on you?
Yes.
Okay.
Let me see.
I'll be over to talk with you in a second.
Ask him his friend's name. He doesn't have a friend that lives here, I guarantee.
So,
So I have a picture of my ID
no,
somewhere.
you're fine.
So yeah, I think the main thing is that there were bags and bags of minifigs. So everyone's like, what happened to the minifigs? What happened to the minifigs? Well, they were in bags, and they were actually not inventoried. So they were literally just sitting in bags. So I think that's the groundbreaking thing we got from Sheldon today. Is again, no one can prove it. It's going to be a he said, she said situation, right? But the Eugene, Oregon employees did say one day there was just magically bags, and people didn't understand what are they talking about bags? Did they put these sets in bags? No, those bags may be the minifigs. As a collector of Lego, I know you just randomly own a bunch of minifigs. I'm not joking. Every set has a bunch of minifigs. So it kind of is weird that he has all these unopened sets, but I'm like, okay, maybe that's just the type of collector he is, but it would make more sense that they also have minifigs out of the box. And then they were just in garbage bags, and they were not actually accounted for. So this makes now I get it. Now I get it, right? They sent Brandon Best a month early to do a secret shopping, and he's like, "Hey, what is that?" He probably asked Crystal, what is that? Oh, that's just bags of minifigs we have here. It's like, oh, can I buy one? No, this is just from some consignee, and we haven't even inventoried them. So imagine this. Okay, you're Brandon. You've been sent by AM MST on a spy mission to find inventory. Literally, to find inventory, right? To find inventory, okay? You get there, and there are little bags and bags and bags, $50,000 bags of inventory, right? And you're like, wow, can I look through that? No, this is from a consignee, Brian Menzel. Why is it not on sale? Oh, because I'm just going to give it back to him, whatever, right? I have no intention of, selling this stuff. So you are Brandon Best, legally mine, legally mine. And you're like, holy shit, there's $50,000 of free money here. Crystal already wants to move to a different country. We need to take this store over today, not for the $20,000 in layaway. So there's two juicy targets, okay? There's two juicy targets, okay? Juicy target 1, the layaway. They know Crystal has layaway because they have point of sale system. So let's go back to regular. This is crazy to me because it explains everything. All the questions I had about Crystal are now easily explained away. I get it. I'm gonna paint you a story. I'm gonna paint you a story, guys. And I think this story is. I think now that there are bags of. I completely get the story now. Oh, this is Brandon Best's house, by the way. It's very nice. This is Brandon Best's house. In case you didn't know, Brandon Best is wealthy. People tell me there's a 4-car garage. I don't know if that's true. I see 2-car garage at least. I'm trying to find... Yeah, this is his house. That's Brandon. God, I see the image here. Okay, so that's his house. But it doesn't show me the image.
Hey, well, I was wondering if you'd be down to pay us for the lawsuit that we won.
Yeah, so look at Brandon's house, and then look at Josh Johnson's house. Quite a difference, if you will, in the size of the home. But nonetheless, well, I'll show you. So let me throw out an idea to you. This is only an idea, okay? This is only an idea I have. So I want to show a picture of the Lego store. Okay, here we go. I don't want to keep showing the spineless Ben. Okay, I'll show AM MST. Okay. Okay, think about this. Crystal already won. Oh, Brandon Best is buffering. Yes, thank you, Infexus. Crystal she wants to leave the store. She contacted corporate, says, hey, can you find me a buyer for the store? And corporate's like, oh, no problem. We have one. His name is Brandon Best and Josh Johnson. Brandon Best goes to the store. Crystal doesn't know. This is a month before any of this happens. Before the takeover. And he's his whole purpose of going to the store is to inventory or find out what is the inventory situation like. And he sees a bunch of things on layaway. He's like, oh, can I buy that Cloud City? No, it's on layaway. Okay, how much do you have on layaway? Oh, we have 25,000 up. I think the estimate was 15 to 25, and that's why we take 20. You have $25,000 on layaway, up to 25,000 on layaway. Oh, okay, that's a very juicy target for us to eat. What about those trash bags I see behind you? What is in them? Oh, minifigs. Remember, bricks and minifigs. Okay, cool. Can I see some? Oh, yeah, see some. Are they for sale? No, they're not for sale. Why are they not for sale? Because they're not in our inventory yet. Oh, why are they not in your inventory? Well, it's on consignment. From Brian Menzel. Oh, the same guy who put all these things on layaway? Yes. So they're looking at $75,000 of free money. According to Legally Mine, they're literally looking at up to $25,000 of layaway. And another $50,000, right? Another $50,000. That is crazy. Oh, thank you, Billy. There is a reason why the free set of books were mentioned in Coffeezilla's doc. If you do it off the point of sale system transactions, you save 6% layaway deals and cash. No reason to pay the consignee or corporate. Yes. So this is very interesting. Like, it is incredible. If we can get Albank Neff, I will interview him, because I will be honest, you know, this is crazy. Like, there are bags of Legos, up to $50,000 of Legos. And it explains everything to me. Like, I don't know. I collect Legos, but I mostly have minifigs. So I'm thinking, like, how does this guy collect $110,000, $120,000 of Legos, and it's all sets that he didn't open? No. That's not how I collect. We all have these things that you put your, like, that doesn't make sense to me. And it doesn't make sense to me as a Lego store. Right? Like, if somebody just came with all consignment to me, and they said, oh, I have all these, like, sealed sets. Like, initially, I would think, oh, is this, like, a sealed set collector? But no, they're just fans of Lego. So, again, I think this explains a lot. It explains why they thought there was 200,000 to begin with. It explains why Albank Neff needed immediately. Why? So, like, one of my other questions is, why did they kick Crystal out so fast? They kicked Crystal out so fast because they knew her books were not good. So you have all these assets unaccounted for, right? All accounted for. You have 25,000 in layaway. You have 50,000 in garbage bags, right? And this makes perfect sense, because when the Eugene, Oregon employee says, yeah, one night they came with a U-Haul and there was like tons of Legos with garbage bags, that would make sense. They took most of the layaway and they took most of the, if not all of the bags, right? That makes perfect sense to me. I get it. That makes 100% sense to me. We'll have Joss's here. They wanted to kick Crystal out before she could grab anything. Even her bird was. They kicked her out so fast. And why? Because the layaway, the layaway, and then the 50,000 minifigs. Like, it is crazy to me, right? Because they don't want her to take the garbage bags, because these garbage bags are not in the inventory. They're not in the point of sale system. You just want to grab the garbage bags and go. Your entire scenario is, I need to get these garbage bags. And they even left a parrot. They even left a parrot. Let me repeat to you again. They left the parrot, right? Yeah, if they were already in bags, boom, done. It explains a lot of the, like Sheldon said, had Coffeezilla, right? No, we're not afraid of defamation claims at all, guys, right? Like, come on. Come on, guys. We've been threatened defamation a lot. Nobody gonna sue us. I'm a lawyer. Guys, it would be insane to sue a lawyer on YouTube who covers defamation every day, right? Crystal left so fast, the bird was left. So you don't think, so the parrot was left. You don't think they left the bags of Legos? If there was bags of Legos, you don't think they left the bags of Legos? Oh, Billy says, layaway is a great way of keeping the $200,000 in free inventory that you can now sell for 100% and claim more on layaway to be paid months later. Yeah, so Billy, I would love to have Billy on, I have added Billy on our Discord. I would love to have Billy explain some of this situation, right? Yeah, I mean, you guys can bring, I have a really good lawyer. So if somebody sues me, they're going to sue me in Houston. I have a lawyer who represents Meek Mills. We're gonna kill you. And if I choose not, and my dad is a lawyer. My dad can represent me now that he's retired and he has time for me now, right? Dude, we are literally opening a law firm in August. Sue away, baby. Sue away, because we will destroy you. Like, okay, like people are like, oh, they're just going to sue you. I am like the least, I have the money to hire my very expensive lawyer who represents Meek Mills. My dad is now retired, and he's a very experienced lawyer. I'm opening a law firm August, right? Come on, guys. You're going to sue me. That would be crazy. Yeah, no, the American Fork Police have no jurisdiction here. You know what? I'm not going, I'm going to drop a name. Do you know who I got elected, right? I got this woman elected. You know what she is? I ran her social media campaign. She was the district attorney, the prosecution for Harris County. If the American Fork Police Department somehow came to my home, I would just call her, and she would bring down, like, she obviously knows, like, everyone in the police, right? I'm unretiring to do copyright. I don't want to go over this. Dude, if you're new here, guys. I don't have the time to go over blah, 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 blah. All the blah, 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 blah. It is, I'm unretiring to open a copyright focused specific to YouTube to fight copyright law. Unlawful copyright strikes to help other YouTubers who often get striked. In fact, wow, cool, Animal Mind podcast. Your podcast has no people. We'll put you in timeout for 24. I don't know. My mod just blocked everybody. Yeah, dude. Dude, like, why are you even here if you hate me so much, guys? I don't know. I would think that you would have time for your podcast with 0 subscribers. Okay? Like, why are you here, guys? Why don't you work on your own podcast, work on your own YouTube channel, make yourself better so, maybe I will tune in on your channel, and then you can block me if I say something as arrogant as this. So I am building a copyright law firm to deal with copyright issues, right? Yeah, no, anyone can just click on the description below, man. Like, it's literally in the description of every single video. It's crazy. Okay, anyway, continue on.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
If I don't have a way of proving if you're lying to me right now, okay? But if you are recording, if you are here harassing this individual, that could be a problem, right? So
I respectfully have no idea about
so you
this.
don't have any idea of the situation that he's going through, any do you know of anything with a reckless Ben?
No, my name is Ben, but I'm not.
My name is Ben, but I don't know any. So do you know Reckless Ben? No. I only made this video with him here, where I show you all my footage. No, I don't know who Reckless Ben is.
Okay.
I'm not. I don't know.
No, you're fine.
Yeah.
So that's just what I'm advising, because that's what he's telling me.
No, 100%. I totally. I'm down to stay out if you have any other questions.
No, you're fine.
I'm sorry for the inconvenience and everything.
No, you're fine. Would you mind, they said that you were recording your house. Would you mind pulling up your pictures and then going to the bottom?
Yeah, going to the bottom.
Yeah, and just showing me your most recent.
Yeah. So, let's see. I do have a picture of the house, but not specifically, like, for that. Just a cool house. I explore abandoned places and stuff, so I take a lot of cool aesthetic shots of that.
So, abandoned places, you're like, so, like, he's on a date, right? Like, he went from being on a date and not knowing Reckless Ben to now exploring homes. And he took a picture of Josh Johnson's home because he thought it was abandoned. Even though Josh Johnson is like literally on the front porch, right?
Seems off. Let me see.
Okay,
Oh,
so you're
jeez.
lying to me.
And then the police immediately know. So after he turns over the phone, the police immediately know you're lying to me. You are lying to me.
About what?
Why are you recording him?
About what? Why are you recording him, which is probably Josh Johnson? They're at Josh Johnson's home. You can actually see Josh Johnson in the clip a little bit before.
I don't know. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know why I'm recording Josh Johnson.
So tell me what it's about.
So yeah. So with the YouTuber Reckless Ben, he invited like.
Now he knows Reckless Ben. Previously, they asked, "Do you know Reckless Ben?" And he said, "No, I don't know who that is. I'm Ben." Now he's been caught in multiple lies within the first minute.
Of these people kind of out. Ben has some contracts signed with him, I guess. And Ben said he's gonna get a warrant out for his arrest or whatever. So I'm just getting paid to film stuff. I'm literally just a filmer.
Okay, so you're just
I'm not part of like any of the scheme. I know from what I know.
I'm not part of any of the scheme. But yet he's here now, saying donate to his Patreon because he is got exclusive information for you.
Reckless Ben came into Utah last night. He flew in.
Okay.
I have those texts.
And he's telling, hey, Reckless Ben is here. So the police might not even know Reckless Ben is here. Hey, did you know Reckless Ben flew in tonight? Or last night? I have the text messages.
If you want.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah.
I have the text messages, if you want, between me, the private text messages between me and Reckless Ben. Are you interested in looking at them, police officer? Yeah, I'm interested.
Yeah, let me show you them actually.
So remember, according to Sheldon, he's not getting paid. So there is not actually any connection here, right? So again, we call him snitch. Like, you can't even call him a snitch. Because he's worse than a snitch. He is freely giving this information, even though he's not in trouble. Like, he is worse than a snitch. Yeah, exactly. He says, Ben just paid me to harass this guy. Well, according to Sheldon, he never got paid. So that was the connection they made. Oh, Ben is Rico, right? That's the Rico.
Yeah, this is the start of me and Reckless's Ben's text. If you want to just read.
Yeah.
How you doing today?
Hey, do you want to read my private text with Reckless Ben? Yeah. Yeah, I do.
Sir.
Good, how you doing?
Good. I'm Ben, by the way.
What's that?
I'm Ben.
Ben?
Yeah, not the
You're not
original
Reckless Ben?
No, I'm
You're not Reckless Ben? No. I'm Ben on a date. I'm Ben on a date.
just another Ben that actually lives in Utah. Yeah, so I'm not the.
I'm another Ben that just lives in Utah. Ha ha ha.
Ben. But
Are you okay if I photograph these?
yeah, go for it.
Are you okay if I photograph this? Yeah, go for it.
You guys, I guess, like to hear my what I'm just doing here.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I was just sorry for I guess I grew up in places, so with cops, I do have some.
I grew up with a place full of cops. Okay, let me show you. Shout out to Sheldon. Let me show you who else grew up with a place who respects cops. He respects them. This is what happens if you respect the police, American Fork Department.
The sad reality is that despite the story going
Whoa!
out,
We got the taser. We got the gun. We got the handcuffs. And he also has the Dollar General snacks that he wanted and the dental floss.
nationwide
Bam!
on multiple mainstream media
Bam! Bam!
platforms.
And this guy, he says, I respect cops. I didn't even punch back. I respect you guys. And the police like, no, you don't. No, you don't. Let me show you this part. What the heck is going on with these guys? Okay, where's the part? Advertisement. They have him on the ground. Oh, yeah, the guy who... Okay, this part is very sad.
You gonna fucking punch me in the face? Fuck, dude, come on. I didn't even hit you guys back.
I'm gonna tell you something right now.
I'm gonna tell you something.
You have the right
Disrespect me, motherfucker.
I suggest you shut the fuck up.
Don't fucking talk to me like that.
This is the guy who punched this guy in the face 12+ times. This is probably a guy who tackled him, flying tackle. I mean, at this point, you don't really know who's who, right? Because they're all kind of the same. But listen to what he says.
Like, please stop. Look at me, dude. I respect you guys.
I respect you guys. I respect you guys.
A lot.
No, you don't.
I respect you guys a lot. No, you don't. That's why we had to beat you up. That's why we had to do this. Don't you understand? We don't respect you. And then we go back to this guy.
Some charges in the past. That's always
sounds like it. You guys are going on people's property and messing with them. So
yeah.
That doesn't surprise me.
My I guess whole position in this whole thing is really just filming.
So he literally volunteered that he has trespass charges in the past. The police didn't even ask them. The police didn't ask him, hey, do you have trespass charges in the past? No, he's literally giving information that is actually hurtful to him for no reason.
Yeah, this is the start of me and Reckless's Ben's text if you want to just read.
Yeah.
How you doing today, sir?
Good, how you doing?
Good. I'm Ben, by the way. Nice
What's that?
I'm Ben.
Ben?
Yeah, not the
You're not
original
Reckless Ben?
No, I'm just another Ben that actually lives in Utah. Yeah, so I'm not.
Haha, so funny.
But
Are you okay if I photograph these?
yeah, go for it. Would you guys, I guess, like to hear my what I'm just doing here?
Yeah, absolutely.
And I was just sorry for I guess I go abandoned places, so with cops, I do have some trespassing charges in the past. That's always
sounds like it. You guys are going on people's property and messing with them. So
yeah.
That doesn't surprise me.
My I guess whole position in this whole thing is really just filming. So the YouTuber who came in last night, he flew in from I think LA or something like that. He just posted on his Instagram, hey, everyone's in Utah, I'm filming a video. He didn't go in.
Can you go back to the photo or to the video?
Did you get paid or something?
Oh, did you get paid or something? Okay, so the police literally asked, do you get paid or something? Okay? Okay, guys, are you ready for this? So you get paid or something for this? Or what?
Something for this or what?
Yeah, I get paid.
Yeah, I get paid. God, according to Sheldon, this is not true. And I think by saying he gets paid by Reckless Ben, that brings the RICO, that brings everything else. It seems like Ben is paying people to take video footage of Josh Johnson, his house, again, allegedly, his kids, his family, right? They ask him, hey, do you get paid? I get paid is his answer. And this is why Sheldon doesn't like the guy, right? We had Sheldon on earlier. Yes, exactly. It sounds like he gets paid to stalk Josh Johnson at his home. That to the police is enough, right? The police are trying to find any reason at this point in time, right? The police are trying to find any reason, right, to arrest Reckless Ben. You guys have seen the audio recordings, the unredacted footage where they're literally sitting there. Hey, we gotta put on mute. What can we get this guy for? Harassment? No, we can't do that. Signage? No, we can't do that. I don't think we can get... No, we'll keep going.
I film for different creators around Utah. This just happened to come up as an opportunity for me to just make some extra money.
So the people in the chat saying, oh, what was that dude? Like, there's some dumbasses in the chat, man. What are they saying? Oh, he said he didn't get paid for Reckless Ben. No. Okay, this dumbass in chat, he didn't say he got paid by Reckless Ben, dude. Dude! This is an opportunity for me to make some extra money. You literally are so stupid, man. You can't even wait until the next part. I've watched this. This is our clip. We literally have a document. Dude, do you think I would say that? Dude, there are people in chat right now. I don't know if Amin Manef hired you to blank his blank. There are people in chat right now who I can disprove by, like, pressing the play button. Oh, Tony, you're wrong. You're wrong. You don't know what's going on. He never said Reckless Ben paid him. Dude, what is wrong with you guys, man? Like, what? Like, are you literally, like, trolls at AM McNeff? Did AM McNeff pay you to come here, man? Did AM McNeff pay you guys to come? Like, how can you be this stupid? We literally pressed a button, and it's a second later. And he's like, oh, this is an opportunity for me to make some extra money. What opportunity? Like, come on, man. Is this Josh Johnson? Are we dealing with Josh Johnson? Are we dealing with Josh Johnson here? Because not only are you an idiot, like, how can people come to the conclusion he didn't get paid when he's literally saying, I got paid multiple times? God damn, these guys are idiots.
Bring a criminal record for money?
What does that mean?
Well, I mean, like, you're
getting charged.
You're getting charged for, like, trespassing and stuff for money. It's not really
Well,
good.
I never entered onto the...
You just said you have multiple trespassing charges, right?
Just with abandoned plate. Like, I go to abandoned places,
so
but I don't do that anymore.
You're filming for money for that? That's a bad idea is what I'm saying.
Oh, yes. I've stopped doing that. It's just, that used to be my
Well,
past.
yeah,
Can you send this to me, that video?
Yeah, totally.
Whatever he's dealing with, Reckless Ben, that doesn't involve you. It doesn't need to involve you.
100%.
Right? Hey, can you get the contact for Reckless Ben from him? Okay, I'll be back over here in a second. I'm going to go over to that other vehicle. Yep.
Okay. And now let's watch him. Let's watch him flip this narrative. Well, obviously, guys, donate to this Patreon or donate to this GoFundMe, right? Like...
saw originally taking pictures of my license plate. We saw him immediately pull like behind this like little hidden like building, I guess. I don't know how to explain it, but he was kind of hiding behind this building. He pulls out, starts following us on the way down. I'm like, oh shit, let's just like speed run this thing down. So when we're going down the dirt road, we can't speed run it because keep in mind it's all dirt. That's like why it's important. Like we can't just escape this like dude following us. So anyways,
what is with this music? Like, oh my god, it plays the whole time? Holy moly, is this copyright strike music? Am I going to get copyright strike? That's why is he honeypotting me? Holy moly, what is going on with this?
is we get like 10 minutes on the dirt road trail back like to the base of the mountain, and then we're like, wait, yo, that looks like cops. Right when we turn this corner, and like, oh, that probably is cops. And we get close and we're like, yeah, that's cops. Right when we try to pass them, and keep in mind the dirt road is only one way up and one way down, so we were pretty much trapped. We couldn't pass them. They turned the lights on immediately and they're like, hey, wait here for a second. There's a girl cop and a boy cop. Yeah, I think it was just two cop cars. Those two cop cars, so I think it was just two.
So two cop cars arrest them or go to talk to them.
Cops. They like go around to the back, checking my license plate, like, yeah, that's them. And they immediately say, you guys cannot go. So we're trapped. It's a one-way street. The cops are in front of us. There's no way to go. So like, well, shoot. So the guy cop comes to the back, and none of us like said a single word. Me, Ben, Jack, Noah, CJ, we all just...
Oh, none of us said a single word. It's probably because Ben is with you. So let me get this straight. The police pull you over, a girl cop and a boy cop. And not one person said a single word. Wow, that's kind of weird. Did this happen before or after? Did this happen before or after? It's kind of weird. Like, so he didn't talk. He didn't give... Okay, interesting.
We all just like we're kind of quiet, you know? We were quiet for like, it was like an awkward silence of 15 or 20 seconds until CJ was like, we climbed it. The dude cop was getting very pushy. He was like, don't lie to us, all this stuff. Like, we know he climbed it, just be honest. It was like in a very like passive aggressive way. He was not, like, from the very start, you could tell he was not happy with us whatsoever. Once the girl cop was like, yeah, we have videos like of you guys actually climbing it from like a guy, you know? And
the one thing, I mean, I let a lot go in chat, but the one thing I don't let go in chat is like, obviously wrong statements, so you're in timeout. Bye-bye. Because, yeah. If you're obviously wrong, and I can prove you wrong in like 5 seconds, Legal Eagle. Shout out to my friend Legal Eagle. I'm going to do so, because I want you guys to know, like, in our society today, unfortunately, people say things. So I understand if you don't have the information, or you are deceived, or something like this. So pause. This is just my side note. Yes, but if you can be so easily disproved, in 5 seconds I can disprove Legal Eagle. 5 seconds I can disprove people in chat. You don't have a right to say lies. So we have freedom of speech, but you don't have a right to continuously lie when you know that you're lying. I'm all about First Amendment. In fact, one of my professors in law school is the king of First Amendment. Professor Van Austin, rest in peace. I was one of his last students. And one thing that he taught us is, and all he does is First Amendment. This is the guy. If you guys want to learn First Amendment, this is the guy. There's no better professor than this guy. This is the First Amendment, and I got taught constitutional law by him, and instead of and everything was just First Amendment because that's what he likes. He only likes First Amendment. And one thing he said to us is really obvious. Like if somebody's so the First Amendment doesn't protect defamation, which is lying about somebody, knowingly lying about somebody, right? No, okay, forget the First Amendment. Freedom of speech, right? Like, whatever you want to define it as, you can't constantly lie and get away with it, right? If the information is so easy, I just press a button and it continues to play the video, then anything you say, I don't trust. I don't trust it at all. Because if you are either so stupid, or you are intentional, or you must be intentionally doing this, then those people don't, I will block those people, right? Because even though I want you guys to have a lively chat, I want you guys to discuss, I don't block like most ad hominem attacks, right? Which is lies about me, which is easy to prove because I know me, right? But when you're constantly lying, so when you are just pathologically lying about things that are so easy to prove or disprove, right?
And we found out the guy who reported us was the guy in the ATV right behind us. So yeah, they come around to the passenger side and they're like, hey, we need everyone's IDs. And initially my mind was like, oh shoot, Ben actually might be cooked. Because I didn't know if Ben had warrants in like Utah County, Salt Lake City County anymore, just due to the whole bricks and minifig situation. So I was like, oh shoot, he actually might be cooked. We were waiting for like 10, 15 minutes before the...
Okay, so this was after, I guess, the warrants came out or something like that.
Cops came back, like, okay, it looks like you guys have a lot of trespass, like, charges in Utah already, obviously with Ben and the whole bricks and minifigs, me exploring, like, abandoned places.
What is even more crazy, this is Ahmed McNabb, for instance, is you catch them in a lie, like Josh Johnson, and they double down. That's like some people in the chat, right? Like, I caught you in a lie, but you keep doubling down, and you keep doubling down. Like, we catch Ahmed McNabb lying about having the spreadsheet, and he's like, oh, well, whatever. We catch Ahmed McNabb lying about the U-Haul. Oh, well, you know what? Well, I guess there was a U-Haul. Like, if you make a mistake, and it's an honest mistake, and you're proven wrong, you raise your hand and say, I made a mistake. I do that all the time, right? I will say, oh, well, I looked at this legal. So even yesterday, when I was looking at the original modification for the TRO, I didn't catch the part about, like, the too broad. I should have. And a lot of lawyers didn't catch it. But I'm the guy who's saying, hey, I made a mistake. I should have caught it. So if you are caught lying and you are honest about it, you actually thought it was real, you would raise your hand and say, okay, that was evidence. That was proof I didn't know. Instead of doubling down, tripling down, quadrupling down, if I'd had Ahmed McNabb taken this simple lesson that everyone should, as a lawyer, as a business person, that if you got caught, okay, hey, we own Brian Menzel $100,000, guys. Did you guys know that? I didn't know that. Matt, did you know that? I didn't know that. Josh, did you know that? I didn't know that. Then you raise your hand and say, hey, I don't know what happened with the accounting with Crystal. We are, fully on your side, Brian Menzel. We want you to be made whole. What can we do, Brian? So if you get caught lying or you get caught in the McNeff situation, you raise your hand and say, you know what, I did bad. At any point in time, including right now, the McNeffs can say, oh, I did bad, right? And say, you know what, this situation got out of control. We had no idea. We're going to drop all of our lawsuits against Reckless Ben, Brian Menzel especially, since he's the victim. We are going to make sure that the police department, we're going to work with the police department to make sure that Reckless Ben's police charges get dropped because they obviously respect me, Ahmed McNeff, and then that's it, right? You raise your hand and you said, I made a mistake. We do that all the time. We make mistakes all the time because sometimes when the modification for the TRO comes while we're live streaming, I don't have time to look at it beforehand, right? I'm reading it with you guys. But if I make a mistake or there's something that I should have covered and I should not have covered, I raise my hand and said, you know what? I don't know. And I should have known, or I made a mistake. So in our society today, it's okay to make mistakes. You know, like, I owned a company. So I owned a marketing agency, which I sold. And I always tell my interns, I have a summer intern right now. I always tell my interns, hey, if you make a mistake, it's okay. Let me know. I tell everyone I hire, if you make a mistake, it's okay. Let me know. I'll take the blame for it with our client, and we'll work on fixing the mistake. The worst thing that can happen is you try to hide the mistake, or you don't tell me the mistake, and suddenly a client tells me about the mistake. Then we are effed beyond imagination, right? But if I tell the client, hey, we need a little extra time, a mistake was made in the programming or development of this website, the client will understand that. The client will not understand, right? The client will not understand if we hide a mistake from them. If we hide a mistake from them, or we don't admit we made a mistake, and we say, oh, hey, you're the one who made the mistake, client. I mean, this is something I go over every internship with, right? No, I'm not, Doc. You're clearly, and then this idea that I block the people, but they're able to chat is so stupid. It makes me think that you're like a mole, right? So you keep chatting, whoa, you blocked me. Oh, you blocked. No, if you were blocked, you couldn't chat, you idiot. Like, do you understand that if I block you, I wouldn't be able to see your chat? Right? No, if I blocked you, how are you able to chat? Like, it blows my mind, right? I don't have any companies right now. I'm trying to start a new company as we go, but it's okay to make mistakes. That's not blocked. So you use the term blocked. Being timed out is not being blocked. So if I block you, so you have to be specific in what you say. If I block you, you will never be able to comment again, because I will not unblock you, right?
They're like, why you guys keep doing this? Like, this is Sheldon's property. The dude was low-key being, like, super mean. The girl cop was super nice. They finally let us go.
Oh, geez. Honey potted again. Guys, can we just watch this video and not talk about stupid stuff? Because this is a hilarious video, guys. The guy cop was really mean, but the girl cop was super nice, right? Does this sound familiar, right? They're doing bad cop, good cop. And they make the girl cop the good cop because they know who he is. You know, so they, okay, so the let's go back. This is pretty much simping like I made the funny thing. I made the funny comment about like him simping and being honeypotted, but that was like really a joke, right? But now we have more evidence that maybe he's just constantly getting honeypotted. So the guy cop was really mean, but the girl cop was really nice. That's the common tactic of bad cop, girl cop, right? Yeah, Infinite, correct. Should he be flirting with the female cop while waiting for his date? Yeah. Like he's on a date, right? The first thing he tells the cop, I'm on a date, but that was to the guy cop. But to the girl, once the girl cop gets there, he never mentions the date ever again. Even though that was his whole thing, right?
Was low-key being, like, super mean. The girl cop...
So the dude was low-key being super mean.
Was super nice.
The girl cop was super nice, and you can see, like, he's like, oh, the girl cop, Oh my God, she was super nice to me, and you know everything was amazing, and
They finally let us go though, which was good. As far as like charges go on what happened, the guy cop was like, yeah, I've been trying to call like the owner of this whole place to see if he wants to charge you, but he was like, yeah, they're not answering, so we can't charge you unless they want you to.
exactly. So for trespass, the owner has to charge you, not the police. That's something that you should guys remember, and also donate to Sheldon. Sheldon was nice enough to give us some of his time today.
She was like, you might in the mill like receive a charge.
Oh, shout out to Colin. I forgot. The Colin, is he here? He's the one that helped reach out to Sheldon. So shout out to Goosey for creating a fantastic documentary. Fantastic documentary, guys. Or document for us, a Goosey doc. And shout out to the Colin. I think the Colin was the one who set up this amazing interview, which we found new information that we didn't previously have. So shout out to Colin if he's still watching.
Charge later on, but he was like, I don't know, but he did say, he was like, I want to see all of you guys charged, except for her, except for CJ, because she was the only one honest, even though like we didn't necessarily say anything. We were just
Colin's working on something at the moment. Oh, interesting. Oh, I don't know. Colin's always working on something. Yeah, shout out to Goosey and Colin, Alex. I don't know if I should say what, but I will be interacting with Alex sometime soon, I guess.
just silent, which is like illegal, I think. I don't know why he said we were lying.
We were just silent, which is legal, I think. No, you should know. You have a Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. So even now, what seems to be months, days later, he still doesn't know he can remain silent.
Necessarily say anything. We were just silent, which is like illegal, I think.
We were just silent, which is like illegal, I think. Wait, this is the same guy who said he was paid by... Wait, what is going on? This is the same guy who handed over his phone multiple times. Showed private... it just... Wow. Now he knows he can be... I don't even think he still knows. We're just silent, which is legal, I think.
I don't know why he said we were...
He should know. No, out of everyone who should know, this is the one guy who should know that you have a Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. But he still doesn't, according to his video, he still doesn't know that. He doesn't know. He's like, I don't know about that. So the one guy who really should study the law, to at least the Fifth Amendment, when the police pull you over, be like this guy. Oh. Be like this guy. Oh. No, not that one.
Hello.
Oh, Evergreen. Okay, be like this guy. You guys want to see how you should act? Well, you should be a little bit nicer, but you can be like this guy. This is a guy who knows his Fifth Amendment rights.
Roll down your window.
It's fine.
Roll down your window.
No, it's fine.
I'm not asking you a question.
It's fine.
I'm not asking you a question.
Give me my ticket.
You want me to have Highway come and break this window?
Give me my ticket.
Roll down your window.
Give me my ticket, sir.
Roll down your window.
What am I being pulled over for?
Because you just went to the car.
Every day.
No.
Fuck off and give me my ticket. On lackluster, it's going to be on audit the audit. You pull me over for no reason. Give me my fucking ticket and fuck off.
Mr. Booker.
No.
The problem is they didn't honeypot Mr. Booker. They only bought a guy cop. Guys, we have to give him credit, okay? He would have not given in if there was only guy cops, right? He would have not given in if there's only guy cops. This guy, God, it was so easy for him. There wasn't a female cop to honeypot him, guys. So...
Get here!
I'm not
here. Then give me my shit!
Okay. I'm just trying to talk to you for a moment.
Give me my shit. No, you fucked up. You have no idea who I am and the connections that I have. You pull me over, give me my motherfucking ticket, and fuck off.
Okay, sir, what I was going to tell you...
I don't give a shit! We are not in the business of you pull me over and telling me, don't eat yellow snow, sir, blah, blah, blah. No, you pull me over in an aggressive manner, right? Give me my ticket and fuck off.
How did I pull you over in an aggressive manner?
The way you came up to me and approached me like I was gonna be intimidated by some blue line fucking bitch. Give me my fucking ticket.
I'm not giving you a ticket.
Then give me my shit. Give me my shit. Okay, sir. Let me calm down.
Okay.
Am I detained?
Yes.
Okay. Then go write my ticket. Give me my military ID back. You cannot hold it. Give it to me. Now, here's this. Take that. Go give me a ticket or give me a warning or do what you have to do. But guess what? This interaction will be...
This is American Fork Police Department 1 hour away from their jurisdiction, by the way.
On YouTube, and I'm coming fucking for you. Go!
I'm not worried about
Go! Fuck off, public servant! Do your fucking job! Fuck off! Fuck the fuck off! Give me my ticket!
Okay. What I was gonna...
Fuck off! I don't give a shit what you're gonna say! Fuck off!
No,
Shut your fucking mouth!
No, he's overly aggressive, more aggressive than, and again, he will admit later, hey, I was too angry, I was too aggressive, but you did like threaten to break my window down, right? But watch this.
Give me my fucking ticket and fuck off! That's all there is! I've done 12 years of service, 4 combat tours for this fucking...
12 years of service, 4 combat tours, and this is how they treat this guy. If only they had a female cop play good cop, right? If only they had a female cop like, oh no, he didn't mean he was gonna break down your window, so we just really want you to give us your cell phone. Can you give us your cell phone, Mr. Booker?
Fucking country. I'm not intimidated by law enforcement. I'm not intimidated by some fucking dick face thinking they're coming up to me when they're fucking wrong. This is the exit lane. The corporal lane ends back in Paris. I drive this shit every fucking day. I don't want to hear your cops explain. Either give me my shit so I can leave or go write my ticket and fuck off.
Okay.
And he rolls his window. Watch what happens. Knock, 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 knock. Jesus Christ. So he rolls up his window. He has his driver's license. He has his auto insurance. That should be enough. Right? But look at him go. Look at him go.
I execute my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent.
There you go. I execute my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. That is it. This is Ben. I don't know. I don't know if we have to talk. I think we don't need to talk. But look at this guy.
Silent. Give me
your stuff back.
You fucking give it to me.
Okay. What I was going to
I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit.
Look at the window. Look at the window. What I was going to say, Mr. Booker, is thank you for your service.
Fuck you.
Yeah, thank you for your service. Oh God. Oh God. He's a Marine. He's wow, like, and then look at this dude. Look at this dude. Oh, Laughable Larry. Yeah, thank you for the $5. Thanks for the wonderful stream. I spend every day, all day at work listening to these streams. I'm glad you enjoy it. But then listen to this dude. Where's the honeypot part again? Where he gets honeypotted. That's so hilarious. I didn't actually think he was a honeypot. Like, I thought it was kind of a joke I was making, but now he confirmed. Okay. Okay. So this is all. I'm gonna play it all together, so we get the context.
Like abandoned places. They're like, why you guys keep doing this? Like, this is someone's property. The dude was low-key being like super mean. The girl cop was super nice. They finally.
The dude was low-key being super mean. The girl cop, she was super nice. Look at his face. Look at his face, man. He's like, remember, dude, come on, man. Come on, man. Like, come on.
Finally let us go though, which was good. As far as like charges go on what happened, the guy cop was like, yeah, I've been trying to call like the owner of this whole place to see if he wants to charge you, but he was like, yeah, they're not answering, so we can't charge you unless they want you to. So he was like, you might in the mill like receive a charge later on, but he was like, I don't know, but he did say, he was like, I want to see all of you guys charged, except for her, except for CJ, because she was the only one honest.
Except for CJ, which is again, I'm not going to drag more CJ in, but okay.
Even though like we didn't necessarily say anything, we were just.
So he's going to charge everyone except CJ, who is the the female they're with at the time. So again, he seems hyper fixated on like one gender.
Silent, which is like illegal, I think. I don't know why he said we were lying.
We could remain silent, which I think is legal. And then you listen to the other guy, Fifth Amendment, Fifth Amendment, Fifth Amendment. You know, and he's like, is it legal? I don't know. Should I hand over my phone to the police? Should I send them some videos? Should I let them like screenshot my phone? Should I show them private text messages? Is it legal? It's like, come on, man.
Lying, even though we didn't even say anything in the first place. We just chose to remain silent. But I guess that's lying, so that's cool. Back to like the whole reckless Ben and like him filming the little clip. So he filmed a clip. It was like, I'll put it on the screen really quick.
Laughable Larry. He reeks of being a teenager, yeah. But he's not a teenager. He's a grown-up.
Came back to Utah, and immediately we just got pulled over by the police.
Oh my god, this makes sense now. Oh my god. Okay, so Reckless Ben came back to Utah, and he had the thing. Oh my god, I understand what happened now. He posted this on his stories on Instagram. Okay, this explains a lot. Okay, so Reckless Ben, who has 2 criminal cases in Utah, and a civil case in Utah, and that's what we know of so far. He comes back to Utah to do the protest as Devon. The protest against the American Fork Police Department. And then later on, he decides that he wants to climb this building or this AT&T structure. And so this is happening like a few days ago. And then he posted this on his Instagram story where he's getting pulled over by the police. This is the police. This is the police, right? So I guess this makes sense, right? So the timeline, we now know the timeline. We now know the timeline, okay?
Oh no.
Yeah. I demand to speak with the girl cop. She wants to see my phone. I've been down this road before. Yeah, exactly.
So as you saw, it looked like we got pulled over and stuff, which I guess technically we did. But right when I got home that night after dropping everyone off, I go to Reddit, and the first thing I see is like, Ben got caught again or something like that. And so many people...
Yes, that was Reddit. Ben got caught again. So, it kind of explained... So, Ben got caught for climbing the AT&T tower. They call AT&T, or whoever owns that area, and they're like, they can't reach them, therefore there's no trespass charges. Yet. But could Ben get trespass charges? Maybe. Putting this footage up, after Ben is already being sued in civil court, he has 2 criminal cases against him, both in Utah County, is probably very reckless. Maybe this is actually Reckless Ben. So should you be posting footage of this and like kind of egging the police to charge Reckless Ben and his friends, including yourself, with more? I think this is very bad behavior. I don't like it. And Sheldon, so I asked Sheldon, have you seen this video? And Sheldon says, I don't want to give this a video of you. I don't want to give this video a view, right? Wow. So let me ask you this in the comments. So let's say you and Utah County, which is 85% Mormon, you have a civil case against you where you're a defendant. You have 2 criminal cases against you where you're the defendant. And now you have this guy uploading video, which which is on Ben's Patreon, yes, but that's on his Patreon, right? They're not going to rat on him, but the video is now public. Again, is the police smart enough to join their Patreon, Ben's Patreon? I don't know, right? But now you're going to make public videos after Ben has 3 pending cases against him. Is that very smart to do? I don't know. Sheldon does not like this guy. In fact, Sheldon says, like, hey, I'm not even going to watch this video, right? I'm not even going to watch this video.
People were making up so many theories. I'm like, oh yeah, Ben's cooked. Why is Ben in Utah again? All this stuff. And I think that's a big thing I learned. Don't trust everything that you see on the internet, because stuff can be made up.
Wait. Don't trust everything you see on the internet, but do trust the police. So his big takeaway is you should never trust what you see on the internet. But when the police pull you over, you gotta trust what they say. So this is a man who's turned over his cell phone multiple times to the police, offered to send them video, showed private text messages, admitted, even though he wasn't even asked, he admitted he had trespassing charges on him. And of course, he respects the police department. But he trusts the police, especially if there's a female cop who's very nice. Again, according to him, it was a guy cop who was super mean to him, but the female cop was really nice. God, if there was only a tactic that the police would be using on him over and over again, they use the same tactic and he falls for it. So when I was talking about the honeypot thing, I was joking. I thought it was just kind of a funny thing that I could talk about. But now I actually believe. So like one time you see something, you're like, oh, that's kind of just funny. The second time you see it, you're just like, oh God, it's real. He is getting honeypotted, right? So I don't know. I mean, it is very strange to me that he's saying you cannot trust everything you see on the internet. Like, be smart like me. You know, whenever you see, which is true. Whenever you see something on the internet, make sure, you know, this is why I'm making this video. Also, give me Patreon dollars. The reason he's making, the takeaway, the moral of the story that he wants you to believe is you shouldn't trust what people post on the internet. But this is a man who trusts the police. The American Fork Police is incredibly trustworthy.
Up very quick. But just don't believe everything you see on the internet, and don't try stupid
Don't believe everything you see on the internet.
Stuff like I do, unless you want to get trespassed. So that's the story of how we got caught.
And then it goes to his, I'm gonna mute it. The music is too much, guys. And then he's like, yeah, awesome. Here's some more video footage of Ben on the tower that he probably shouldn't be on. Okay, let's give him a shout out. He at least deserves a shout out, guys. If you're interested in more and you want to see exclusive stuff,
check out my Patreon, link in the bio. There's a couple tiers you can choose from. It's like $5, $10, $20. You know, you can get some cool different rewards depending on how much you want to support. But go check it out. There's a lot of cool unreleased stuff. I post all my videos over there early. I share a lot of the behind the scenes. Here's a clip on what you might find over on that Patreon.
I think Ben is like too nice. Like Sheldon said that even during even for Josh Johnson, like Sheldon's like, oh, I didn't believe anything, but like he was like, Ben believed it. Ben believed that Josh Johnson was going to give back the Lego. So I think Ben is just really, really nice guy. So they're still hanging out. They're still, it looks like they're still buddies, right?
But thank you guys for watching. I'm very stoked to be doing YouTube again. I'm very excited to make content. I got a lot of cool videos planned. I just wanna, you know, I wanna do the things I wanna do again. It's fun. But yeah, guys, thank you guys so much for supporting. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.
Oh God. Oh God. This is. Hey, I'm bringing views for him. I mean, I'm definitely bringing views for him. So subscribe to Urbex Utah. He's got a Patreon here. If Urbex Utah wants to go live with me, I'm 100% willing to go live with him, but I will ask him some tough questions. Yeah, so let's reach out to this guy. Can we reach out to this guy or no? Again, he's saying like he wants to clarify I'm happy to do it on my channel. If anyone has been very harsh on him, it would be me, right? So I even have this little thing where here I can play the video anytime I want. It even says Spineless Ben. So, if Urbox Utah, if you guys can reach out to him, yeah, if you guys can reach out to him, I would love to have him on a live stream one day. Not to clown him. We're not going to clown him. We'll ask to see his phone, yeah. Ask to see his phone. If you guys could go on this video, so I don't know if I can, if you guys can go on this video right here, and ask him to do a live stream, like what I don't know, like Lush wants to do a live stream with you to give you a chance to present your side of the story. I would be very interested to like talk about the going on a date where, you know, like these are the questions I would ask. Is like, how did you come up with the concept going on a date? Why did you turn over the phone? I'm even telling him. I'm literally telling him what questions I would ask him, which isn't, you know, necessarily something you would do, right? Like Sheldon did not know. Sheldon had no idea of any question we were going to ask him. When we do Destiny interview, he had no idea what we're going to ask him. We've had other guests on, and I never give him the list of questions beforehand because then I think it would be a different interview. For him, my questions really would be like, hey, why do you give the phone over? Have you studied the Fifth Amendment? Maybe you should study the Fifth Amendment. Have you heard of this guy who got his car pulled over, Mr. Booker, and his reaction to the police? Like, was the nice female cop attractive? You know, like how would you rate her on a scale of 1 to 10? How would you rate the other female cop on a scale of 1 to 10? Why would you say, like, you don't know Reckless Ben when you clearly do, and then the police were able to apply pressure on you? You seem like a nice guy, but is it like... And, you know, and at the same time, you know, with Sheldon, we would have, no, I would pay for him. I would pay for him. Like, the same time with Sheldon, we'll just have his Patreon posted the whole time, right? And yeah, again, thank you, Sheldon, so much for your time. If we could donate some money to Sheldon, that would be great. I think that would be really good if we could do something like that. Okay, yeah, you know, we could talk about the female. Did he get her number? Yeah, we could talk all about that, right? Hey, did you get her badge ID, right? Did you ask for her badge ID, right? I bet you the female cop was like, hey, Ben, if you need to talk to anyone about how you're being forced to do this, here's my personal number. And the number just goes to like the guy cop and they like honeypot him. So that's why I thought it was like honeypot, right? I thought it was honeypotted because like it really did seem like his attitude completely changed when the female cop like, no, we will get, if he wants attention and clout, it would be interesting if we brought Sheldon on, right? If we like, sorry, if he came on and we're like, sorry, we're adding a guest, and it's like Sheldon. Sheldon is like ride or die Reckless Ben. Like he won't like he's ride or die Reckless Ben. And he hates this Ben because again, this is like the opposite of a Sheldon, right? I think that would be interesting, right? You know, oh shit. We need a female version of myself. Guys, remember when I made that AI bot? Guys, remember I had that AI bot? That AI YouTuber. Holy schmoly, guys. Create an image of an AI legal YouTuber. Oh, guys. Don't worry. I figured it out. So, God, we finally can launch our AI avatar, and we'll just have like we'll give Sheldon an AI avatar too. So he thinks oh no, it wasn't this. That does look like a female version of me, right? Create an image of a VTuber who covers the law. on YouTube. Okay, here we go. That's not going to work, guys. This is not going to work. This image, probably not good enough. We need this image, guys. We are going to honeypot him. Yeah, girl lust was so nice, but boy lust was so mean. And we can get like a voice changer? Yes. This is it. No, that's not attractive. Make cuter. Make cuter. Okay. No. This is not going to work, guys. We need something like this. This is kind of similar, but not cute enough. We got to make him like... Yes, boom. But no. She's got like Paul... Okay, she's missing a finger. Oh, no. She's missing a finger. Make even cuter. Okay. Yeah, yeah. The wife's like, what the hell are you doing? Oh, cop outfit. Oh, Jesus. Okay, cop outfit. Yes, cop outfit. Okay. Dude, send him... Okay, the final image, we just... Oh, now... Okay, the Paul got fixed. That's good. Make VTuber in cop outfit. Okay, so it's a cop... Okay, so this is Sheldon. Oh, this is Sheldon. No, thank you. It was sick. Oh, so shout out to Sheldon. Sheldon, we're like 1 hour behind. Sheldon says, thank you, that was sick, and please donate to Sheldon and friends. Please do to Sheldon and friends. Okay, so yeah, so that was from Sheldon. I just, jeez, I don't... Oh, this is it! Guys, this is it. Okay, it's even got the little police badge. It's got the VTuber. Can we create like a YouTube page? And we'll just like live stream him from the page? Maybe I'll make this my avatar. What if I change my avatar to this? And look, it's got like a little police officer plushie. He's gonna love this. He's gonna love this, guys. It's got a police plushie. It's got air. Like, he's gonna... Dude, how is he not going to... How he's going to resist? How is he going to model? So if anyone can make a model for me, I will make a model of this. And I'll use a voice changer. And I'll say, oh, hey, you're so awesome and cool. Do you mind if you go on your cell phone right now and show us some cool private videos and text messages between you and Reckless Ben? That would be really helpful for us. And then we would, yes, new channel banner, right? Then we would, no, even if he knew it was a honeypot, how could he resist? Guys, even if he knew this was a honeypot, how could he resist? Based on what we know about him, how could he resist? Hey, we need you to log into your phone, buddy, and, oh, man, the first thing we would say is like, dude, we're totally single. Are you single? That's awesome. Single people are awesome. Hey, man, I know the perfect place to get a pizza. After this interview's over, do you want to get a pizza with me? Yeah, we should do that. And then we would honeypot in for the cell phone. Hey, man, what is your social security number? Yeah, that's awesome. My social security number is 1111111. Why don't you send me your social security number? Hey, what bank do you use? Do we know your password? And then we would just honeypot him so much. We would just see like how far we could go. We would see how far we could go with this avatar. And see like, Yeah, no. I'm saying that even if he knew the honeypot was here, even if he knew this was a honeypot, he would still do it. Guys, I am not joking with you right now. We are going to honeypot this guy. Just to prove how easy it is to honeypot him. Why don't we make this blonde? Let's make this blonde. Make blonde. I think he likes blondes. Yeah. Hello, my fellow singles. Let's all unlock our phones and show all of our sensitive information. Yeah, that's exactly right. Let's make it blonde. Yeah. Oh, and then at the end, we'll be like, oh, hey. Oh, okay. No way he doesn't go for this, guys. There's no way he doesn't go for this. And then at the end, we say, oh, hey, we need money for rent. Can you send money for rent, please? And it's like, oh, well, you know, we only need like $400, whatever his Patreon amount is. It would be so cool if somebody sent us $400 for rent today. Guys, make it happen, guys. Make it. Oh, yeah. Change her eyes to blue. Okay, yes, correct. Change eyes to blue. Okay, here we go. He's toast, guys. He is toast. Yeah, we can. Hey, dude, it would be so great if you just gave us the YouTube password and the Patreon password, which is probably the same password, and we could see how awesome you are, right? Yeah, we can make an Amazon wish list. There you go. Do you think he has any chance? Oh yeah, make Mormon. Yeah, okay. Make Mormon. Okay, let's see what that does. We are literally creating right now the ultimate honeypot. A individual that you already know is a honeypot. You know there's a guy, me, on the end of the thing. Okay, so make more Mormon. I don't see the chains. I guess it was already Mormon. Okay, it was already Mormon, guys. It was already Mormon. Oh, I like how they have Legal Eagle. Legal Eagle is in chat. Holy shit, do you see this? This YouTuber is so popular. Legal Eagle is in chat. Alright, well, I was just joking, guys. This is funny. It's a funny joke. Shout out to Sheldon again. This is fun. We're just joking. And donate to... They are using this. They absolutely are using this. And, it is going to pay for lawyers, right? Oh, it changed the tie? What? Oh, it got rid of the tie. And it gave itself a pin. Like a Mormon pin? Hold on. So the pin changed, the tie is gone. And that's it? So when you say make more Mormon, you know, that was... Oh, they added a Book of Mormon to the left. Oh, holy moly. Like, yeah. So they took the little cubicle with the little Paul, and they added a Book of Mormon to left. All right. There's no way. All right. There's no way he's going to resist this, guys. There's no way he will resist what we have for him now. All right. Thank you, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed everything. I'm hungry. It's 3 o'clock. You know, I don't know how these people can do, when I mean these people, I mean streamers. I don't know how streamers can last this long, because, like, don't they get hungry, or... It's weird, right? But anyway, yes, thank you guys for tuning in. Shout out to our team, our mod team. Bye, guys.